mess up.
All right, guys. Is this session 15? I think this is session 15, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a recap. All right, this is going to be a long one. You guys covered a lot of ground last game, so bear with me while I read this off. So, last game started in the middle of combat. We left off the previous game uh, with you guys encountering the High Priest of America. Um, blades flash by the High Priest in all directions, so you guys were swinging at him from all directions. Overwhelmed, he retreated to the south end of the room, and with his back up against the cage containing the girl. She immediately grabs his robes and shouts, "Kill him!" He flails about, but to no avail. The girl's grip remains firm as Ben rushes forward, his bastard sword poised for a killing strike. Arawak positions himself to the side of the priest and lunges forward, delivering a deadly blow with his longsword.
He took my kill.
Yep.
Wait, Arawak got a kill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Blood begins to pool on the robes near the chest. The priest lashes out with his footman's mace, but it glances off the dwarven chainmail. And finally, he is brought down into a bloody heap. The party then quickly dispatched the remaining undead and set their focus upon the girl, who cries out, "Get me out of this cage!" Loman searches the body of the priest and discovers a key ring. After a moment, he finds the correct key, and the lock is opened. With the girl now freed, she introduces herself as Cyrilla, the daughter of the Hewitts, the owners of the local general store. She kicks the dead priest in the face on her way out the cage and spits on the body. Bastard.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she's hot, dude.
My best Beavis and Butthead impersonation.
God, imagine playing with them. So, okay, the party quickly goes about questioning her, and the girl recites a horrifying tale. Apparently, her entire family was kidnapped in the dead of night and marched blindfolded for 2 days, deep into the rush moors. Eventually, they came to a stop, and she thinks they descended deep into the earth. It was here that her entire family was taken, one at a time, and according to her, would return changed. Physically, they were the same people, but it was as if they had been possessed by another. She very likely would have suffered the same fate, but her will was strong, and she managed to somehow resist this enchantment. Strangely, she doesn't have any memory of what it was that tried to enchant her in the first place. It is though this part of her memory has been surgically erased. She only remembers vague bits and pieces. Her memory resumes when Abramo, the high priest that you had just vanquished, then took her back to the temple where she was kept as his personal plaything. And you guys learned later that for many years he coveted her, despite being 30 years her senior. He always had eyes for Cyrilla. After a moment of deliberation, it is decided that the mayor should be informed and the party should rest and recover before proceeding. The group flees from the temple grounds. Cyrilla decides to take her leave of the party at this time, thanking them for saving her life. She is given gold by both Benrus and Arawak, who mirrors the dwarf's actions. She accepts with a tear in her eye and informs you that she accepts with a tear in her eye and informs you that she is making her way east to Hook Hill, the great city of Hook Hill, in the northeast of your current position. The party bids her farewell and makes their way south to the mayor's home. Rapping on the door for 10 minutes, there is no answer. Loman peers through the window to see chairs overturned in the living room and no sign of movement. Benrus, fearing the worst, kicks in the door with furious force, almost destroying it, so the dwarf just kicked open that door so hard it almost flew off the hinges. The party rushes inside. The house is silent and dark. The group spreads out and begins to search. At this point, Shadow makes his way into the parlor. Benrus follows and discovers the nearly decapitated body of Travis Stoutheart, the mayor's most trusted bodyguard and lifelong friend. Both
What's he
Travis,
doing there?
what, Travis? That's the mayor's
Yeah,
bodyguard.
I know.
It's the
What's he
mayor.
doing there?
What do you mean, what's he doing there?
Laying
He
dead.
died
He's laying
protecting the
dead,
mayor.
decapitated in the parlor. In the parlor.
And the
I'll
mayor's
let you
house.
finish so that I'm caught up.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
No, it's fine. If you remember, I think if what you're asking is, you know that Travis lives at the mayor's home, right?
He was
Right.
being
Remember that?
facetious.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he doing dead there?
Yeah.
Do you guys
I don't know.
Go ahead, finish, and
Yes.
then I can
Okay.
ask questions.
All right. It's okay.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Ben Benrose follows and discovers the nearly decapitated body of Travis Stoutheart, the mayor's most trusted bodyguard and lifelong friend. Both Travis and Zacharias were combat veterans. They must have been overwhelmed or surprised. Upstairs, Arawak discovers the body of Sheb, one of the mayor's older sons. No other family members are discovered in the house. Muddy footprints, human-sized, are scattered throughout the house. Arawak tracks their trajectory into a nearby field, south-southeast, at which point he loses the truck. Gathering up the dead, the party decides to take the time to bury the fallen in the nearby cemetery with the help of some locals. This takes quite a bit of time. The process takes a few hours, and Talissa and Loman make their way into the western grove to check if Romney is home and discover his house is still dark and empty. The old man is nowhere to be found. The party regroups at the Slumbering Serpent. They eat, pay rent, since it's been exactly a week since you guys have first arrived in Orlane, and informs the proprietors of their discovery. It is decided that a full day is spent recovering before proceeding. On the following afternoon of the 19th, the party makes their way outside into heavy rain. Proceeding along the northeast road, they stop at Vilma's and convince her to leave Orlane. She agrees with some sadness to head to her sisters in Hochuch. Bidding her farewell, the group makes their way back into the Temple of America. One thing is for certain. Somewhere in the vast marshlands to the east lies the answer to all that has been happening here in this sleepy little town. However, even with a map, the Rushmores is a deadly place where even the bravest, most steadfast adventurers have fallen victim to the environs, disappearing into the murky depths, never to be heard from again. You make your way into the temple for a third time in hopes of discovering some clue that will guide you to this den of evil. Once inside, the west wing is explored. You come upon a candlelit dining room and dimly lit hallway. The hallway is lined with sliding doors along the north wall. To many of you, these look like confessionals or meditation chamber. All is silent. Proceeding in, Zadar begins to open the door one at a time. Upon sliding open the second confessional, he is met with a grinning lunatic wielding a large butcher's knife. Zadar nervously spouts off some snarky remark, and at hearing this, Talissa shouts, "Get back." He tries to shift away from the opening or the threshold of the confessional, and a blow lands on his thigh, yielding a minor wound. The dog begins to bark like crazy as Benrus uses all his strength to hold the loyal animal back. Loman draws his quarterstaff and rushes forward. Arawak knocks an arrow. Loman, swinging his staff, lands a blow on the right side of the man's head, and you hear a crushing sound as the man's skull caves in. More booths begin to slide open. So all these guys start pouring out of these confessionals in this hallway that you guys are in. More lunatic faces peer from under dark hoods, swinging knives and clubs. The party violently cuts them down, working effectively as a team and turning this otherwise peaceful chamber into a bloodbath. Benrus nearly cleaves a man in two with the broadsword, while Talissa's vicious scythe swaths carnage from the neck of another. The hallway is now filled with bodies, and all is silent. So you guys made your way back into the temple in the latter half of last session. You explored the west wing, not all of it, but you explored a portion of it, and you wound up in a hallway where it was either a confessional chamber or meditation booths, one or the other. And you were ambushed by a bunch of lunatic monks again, but you quickly you made short work of them. Um, oh, welcome, Tommy. I didn't see Tommy was here.
Yeah, sorry for being late.
Oh no,
Hey,
you're
Tommy.
good, man. We just started.
Hey, Tommy.
Hola.
Hey.
Let me
Hey, Scoot. I'm gonna
Ah.
give you a fair warning here. Dwayne almost did better than you playing you.
Oh, I like that. Be right back, guys.
he did good, shoot.
I liked when
Was it good?
he offered the
Yeah,
rich.
he even did the voices. It was dope.
Yes, yeah, including the voice. Yep.
My favorite part was when he offered the rich widow, because we offered Cassie, we gave her money, and then he offered the rich widow Vilma money to leave as well, because he saw
You didn't
Benros
give
do
away
it
any
with
platinum,
Cassie.
right?
No,
Yeah, that was perfect.
Because platinum is coveted by the Grugok.
Yeah.
Just
good to know.
For future reference.
yeah.
Why platinum? Is it useful somehow?
It's
Just the way it looks.
just the way it looks.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shiny.
they
In
probably.
fact, Airwalk wants to trade you guys like, his gold ones, because everybody seems to like the gold ones, and for your.
Oh, he wants to
platinum
switch
ones.
it up.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, the
Because he doesn't
Grugok is
understand value.
He wants to trade
the
one for
Grugok.
one.
Right. They're the same. They're just one things,
The Grugok
Everybody
is an
seems to like the
interesting-
gold. Everyone likes those gold ones, so nobody really cares about those beautiful silvery ones.
The Grugok is an interesting. I love that race, man. That's really cool. I didn't even know that existed. I always thought Sylvan Elf was just more of a wood elf. This is like one step.
I think it's a wild elf, is what it is.
This
Sylvan elf
this
is a
Earl-
wood
Earl-
elf.
Earl Elf, yeah.
But
I mean, this is like one step below that.
well, it's a
Below.
wild elf, isn't it? The same as.
Wild.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
And this is
no.
like original second E content?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like 1E,
Well,
right?
first
think it's
edition.
1E.
The Grugok
Yeah.
Oh,
was
shit,
introduced
okay.
in first edition.
Very
in
cool.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon article and
oh, okay, yeah.
Greyhawk.
Oh, I love it.
They're
It's-
specific to the world of Greyhawk, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowhere else has them.
Huh.
Okay,
they're-
now
They're fun.
Huh.
It can be
how's
a
that
menace.
stream coming up for you? Okay, it looks good. I can
Yeah.
see it in there. Yeah, so in short, I mean, I know that was a long recap. It was even longer for me writing it. I think it took me about 2.5 hours to write it. A lot of stuff happened last session, more than usual.
So could you go over that one more time?
No,
Clear.
no, I could give you the 30,000.
You're
I
like,
can give you
Here you go, man.
Yeah, I
Check
can give
your
you the
inbox.
30,000 foot view is that you defeated the priest, discovered the girl, learned that the origin of what's going on here is very likely in the Rushmores, deep in the Rushmores. The mayor was kidnapped, murdered. You don't know. You found his son, and you found his bodyguard dead, and the family completely missing. Romney's missing. You have no guide or map or any such way of knowing where whatever this place is located. You just know that Cyrilla was taken there with her family, and even her memory is like bits and pieces. It's almost as if something has like erased part of her memory. But her family that owns the general store definitely That's why she had to leave Orlane when you rescued her, because there's no way that she could go back to her family knowing what she knew. So she fled to the city. Um, Velma's gone now. You finally convinced her, I mean, to leave, even though she's been here for the last 40, 50 years. And the town is just quickly losing inhabitants with each passing day. You've been in Orlane for 8 days, I believe now. Exactly 8 days. Yeah, you paid your rent. It's every 7 days. Yeah, so it is the 19th. Yeah, lots has happened in the week that you guys have been here.
So I got a question.
Yep.
When Loman peeped into the window of the general store, into that one room, did
Hmm.
he see a trap door in there?
No,
No, okay.
no.
But they were protecting that room for a reason, right?
We surmise that, yes.
Yeah, because yeah, okay. So I'm just wondering what in that room are they protecting? Maybe there's an entrance to.
Well, I mean, if you remember, you know, the general store. I mean, that literally that is like the back room, like their stores, right, where they
Right.
keep things before, So yeah,
So is it just a general store stuff
I don't
that maybe
know.
they're protecting,
I don't know.
or is it
That's up
something
to you
else?
guys to figure out.
Yeah.
Well,
I just thought I'd bring that up.
yeah, no,
gotta
that's
gotta in character resolve that.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up too, because there's a few other loose threads that we went over the last game as well. One of them being the golden grain. You guys never
Yes,
proceeded further inside underneath
exactly.
the golden grain. And what was the other one?
Well,
I
we
think
haven't
that,
finished the temple.
yeah, the temple and that. It was, yeah, there
Where
was
was the
two.
basement that got too like
Golden grain.
creepy and
That's basically
okay
where you were abducted from.
before
There's a
I even joined the party?
correct.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I think one of these places is going to be an underground passage where we want to go in the reservoirs.
Well,
Oh,
I just remembered the third thing, the third loose thread is there is a trap door that you guys make note of near where you are right now, in
but
the east wing.
but
underneath the
remember,
bed.
we tracked them over land. They headed into the Rushmores, right? But then we lost the trail.
Yep.
But there could be two ways in, overland and underground.
I'm just, yeah. If it's
I
close,
think you
it's
guys are
underground.
talking. I think you guys are talking cross purposes.
Yeah.
You were,
Are we
yeah,
having this conversation in the confessional area?
yeah.
Over the monk's
Yes.
dead bodies.
Mhm.
Yeah, Benris is confessing to you.
So let's get
Why
started
are we
with
still
this.
standing
All right.
here?
Yeah, what are you guys doing right now?
Get the
Give me
Searching the monks for anything of value.
Yeah, we're
Sifting through greasy robes.
So on the monks, you find just oddly enough, they have kitchen knives on them.
Sick.
There's no other possessions that they have on them besides shabby robes. They look, they smell bad too. They smell like they haven't bathed or cared for themselves in a while. A lot of them look just really unkept.
is there
Kind of
anything
gonna
in
go. Okay.
inside the Is there anything inside the confessional rooms? We can search
Yeah.
it. Search in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh oh.
Zadar's taking a peek around the corner of the one he's standing outside of.
Oh.
Henderson is gonna go try and calm down Shadow.
So interestingly enough, um, Talissa, the first one that you check underneath the mat, you actually find a trapdoor.
oh,
Oh shit.
nice.
That's the
Alyssa,
second
you're
trap
you,
door I found.
yeah. I was
Mhm.
just gonna say you're good at that.
No, it's very
Things-
weird. That's the exact
Things
Damn.
can always be under the rug.
Yeah,
You
my
need the
Yeah.
Zelda. You need the Zelda Discovery music right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, my specialty's windows. Yours is trapdoors.
There
It
you go.
definitely it does seem that way, doesn't it?
You said it was in this one here.
Yes, correct.
Mm. Hey guys, found another trap door under this rug.
Ladies first.
Should I just
So
open it?
it's either jammed or locked or something.
Oh.
Bum 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 bum.
Hmm. Anybody able to pry this open?
Well, I can see if I can try and work it. Like, am I able to slide one of my thieves' tools underneath and like unlatch it?
You are able to pull it up about 1/4 of an inch, but there's something holding it down on the side,
Hmm.
on the
Does
underside
it
of
have
it.
fingers?
I can
Mm-mm.
try really pulling it.
Yeah, something. I think we need some muscle in here.
Which one is it? The one at the end?
Right here.
Yeah. All at the end. Yep.
Yeah, can I like roll up my sleeves, spit on my hands, and put all my might into it?
You can. Why don't you give me a strength check in the tower?
Would I be able to help him?
You would,
Ooh, good
All right.
idea.
Yeah.
and I'll
Maybe-
take that into consideration. We'll give one roll.
Okay.
Just drag it to the tower, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, where's my tower?
Tower's on the bottom right.
You take the high end. I'll take the low end.
Hey,
So
yeah.
you hear a clank. You hear the clanking sound of a chain
Mm.
Aha.
being pulled.
I give up.
And it
We could
look
just-
the board. The
Is it
board
made
looks
out
pretty.
of
Yes, it is
wood?
made out of wood. Yes.
Oh,
Can we just
Someone have an axe?
that'll make a lot of noise, but yeah.
Burn it.
And remember, you have another trapdoor as well. Come on, Leela.
Oh, under the bed. Yeah, the one under the bed that you found the first one.
Yep. Yep.
I guess
Correct.
we could go
That I
check.
don't remember, yeah.
Yep.
What
You have
we never
that.
went in there, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Sneak in there?
Or that was like the first night I
It was
joined,
the
actually.
first night. Yeah. You never went in there.
So this
Hmm.
trap door, let's hit it over where we think the hinges might be. It might be easier to break down.
Yeah, I think this is a no-go. Is
Good
there any
jam.
kind of mechanisms along the wall or on the corners of the floor?
No, not that you can see, but you can definitely search around if you'd like to.
Or could maybe someone else should
Lowen?
do a doorknob search?
Is anyone
Perhaps.
searching?
I could try. I like start rubbing my fingers along like stone cracks and grout, pretending like I know what I'm doing.
You don't find anything out of the ordinary.
I look back at everybody and give like a pretty firm nod and walk out.
Overconfident.
I think we're done here.
Well,
Okay,
there's
what's
always the
everybody
other
doing?
trap door, guys. We could get down to the cellar that way
So
too.
Yeah.
we've got ourselves some chain device holding this thing down.
That is correct.
I'm with Talissa. Let's take the easy
Anybody got a
trapdoor.
pry bar?
What was that, Dwayne?
I said I'm with Talissa. Let's take the easy trapdoor.
You can definitely try it.
How come we give up so easily?
why don't we try and unhook the chain?
Yeah, let's see if we can get this one.
Okay.
Anybody got
You
a
guys-
pole or something?
Oh, as in there's enough room to like see that there's a chain?
Yes.
You can. It's like a quarter of an inch that you could get this thing up. It's just, like I said, it's
Hmm.
I've got my quarterstaff. You could try and like.
it's not gonna fit.
Quarter
Oh,
inch is
okay.
too thin.
Okay.
How far back is the chain?
Yeah, where's your 8th staff?
Yeah, can we tell where the chain
Okay.
is?
You can try to poke the sword underneath it for sure.
But from the sound, can we tell where it
You
might
can-
be positioned?
You can feel around under there. Is that what you're doing? You're feeling around underneath the crack in the floor.
Quarter inch? Who can fit their hands in a quarter
Really?
inch?
I thought you were putting the blade in there. Isn't that what you were saying?
Oh,
To feel
no.
around in there with the blade?
No, what I'm saying is lift it up and down, and just from the sound of the chain, can we determine where it's at?
You want to lift the door up and like again, it's
It's a quarter of an inch. You can lift it up, right?
yeah, a little bit. I mean, you're guessing. You could guess that it's probably towards the center.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look around in the room. All corners,
Okay.
everywhere.
We
looking
checked the
for
other.
some.
We checked
some-
the other booths, right?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna look around everywhere.
And check the next booth over.
Well, they all look. I mean, I can tell you right now that if that's your goal is to go through all the confessionals, they all look pretty much the exact same to you. You don't find anything out of the ordinary. There's nothing under the mats.
Okay.
How thick is this door? Gotcha.
I would say it's a good 2 inches, 3 inches thick, solid oak.
All right. I'm walking into this room with the trap door, and I'm going to meticulously search the walls for some type of lever or release of some sort. Not trusting the human who went in there and did his search.
You don't find.
I heard those air
anything out of-
quotes.
Yep.
You don't find anything out of the ordinary, no release mechanism. You guess, Airwalk, that this is an exit, not an entrance, and that it's chained from the other side.
Okay. And looking down between the gap, can I see anything?
Or
It's-
hear anything?
Well, with your vision, yeah, you can see a thick metal chain with the
So
little crack that you can
is it
see.
an eye hook that's holding it, or is it unlatchable from below?
What's an eye hook?
It would be a hook that is a circle that doesn't. It would not be like a hook,
Yeah, just like an eye.
like an eye, like an O. Imagine an O.
Yeah, like one of those, exactly. It doesn't
So
look
that's
like
what
it
it
can-
is.
It doesn't look like it can be unlatched from where you're looking at.
How thick is the chain?
Thick, like inch thick.
I'm gonna turn around and walk out.
Did you
Where's
hear
the next
anything,
room with some
Gareth?
shit?
Let's go to the other trap door, like Talissa
What's
said.
the other
Roger?
trap door?
What, Roger?
Oh, nothing.
How
He's
far away
asking
is the other
Airwalk
door?
something, but Airwalk is just ignoring. Like, I'm I don't have time for this shit. Let's fucking go the other route.
Definitely looks like an exit, not an entrance. Go ahead and move your guys up where you want to go.
I'm following.
This is the
along.
dining hall right here. Airwalk. There's a
Is there
door
any
to
food
the
on the
south.
table?
There is actually. You can grab some if you'd like.
I'm gonna turn the table over.
Okay, you turn it
Spit on the
over and
ground.
the food flies
walking.
everywhere and the bowls fly everywhere. There's a door right here, you guys. Remember, Loman?
Oh, there's a door right here. Did we go through this door?
Oh no.
You had your back up against it before and no one went into it.
I'm gonna point to Benris and the new guy. With the new guy's targeted, so I can't figure out what the new guy's name is.
Zadar.
Zadar.
Zadar, yeah.
Kick this damn thing in.
I still have a torch in my hand too, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Let's kick this door
Oh
in.
shit! I think I kicked it closed.
Oh,
Oh, the other one.
That's the wrong door.
My bad.
You kick the door and it closes
This
on your
door.
face.
Kick
It
the door
what?
and it closes.
All right, time. So what do you guys? So are you guys listening? You just opening the door? Or what's going on?
We're
I think they
kicking
just
the
kicked
door
it
in.
open.
We're
He
fucking
told me.
bum
He
rushing.
told me to
We're-
kick the door, and I
We're
kicked it.
bum rushing this room.
I kicked
Door-
it hard because I was embarrassed about the other door.
Well, you kick it hard and it doesn't move at all.
Oops.
But you realize that you could actually just open the door. So you open it. You
Hey guys.
Quit
let's
ruining our
all
fun, damn it.
Slow down here.
Thank,
Yeah, let's
thank you,
slow
DM.
down.
slow
You're
slow your
welcome.
roll, guys.
So what you can see inside here looks like a kitchen to you. 3 medium-sized ovens occupy the south wall. You see cupboards that take up most of the storage space. A small table in the center of the room. The cupboards contain grains, flour, beans, carrots, dried meats, pots, pans, platters, cups, utensils,
Anybody
enough to
hungry?
serve. Yeah, enough to serve large, elaborate meals. Elaborate meals like the one that Arawak just threw all over the floor when he overturned the table in the dining hall.
Is this new kitchen stuff or like pretty ancient kitchen stuff? As far as like,
You mean
I
in
don't know.
terms of the world that you're in?
in terms of like, yeah, in terms of like era, does this
Yeah,
look like
they're
centuries
Frigidaire-
old?
Frigidaire,
No.
refrigerator.
No. This looks of its time. Let's just
Used
put it
within
that
the
way.
last decade,
Yeah.
year?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe in the last 30 years, you know.
Okay, cool.
It's similar make and build to what you're used to of growing up with.
What's the
But
kitchen
not like
smell
recent, like weeks.
But what now about recent weeks?
It doesn't look like it's been used in like the last few weeks.
Doesn't
or
look
anything.
like it's been used much at all. No.
Okay.
And when it has, I mean, and they've certainly haven't done anything to clean up after themselves, right? So people have been eating. It just looks like it's been not maintained. And then Arawak, what were you asking me?
Well, I was trying to ascertain what it smelled like in there.
Who?
Like a kitchen, like grains and flour and
No rancid smells.
no rancid smells.
So the food is good. It's not spoiled. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we're not here to party. Let's fucking move on.
From what
Maybe
you
we
can
should
see, I mean, there's definitely some food that you could, again,
grab
there's
some dried meat.
beans and you may do that. You may gather whatever you want. Just make sure to put it in your inventory.
Can it
can
count as
actually
like a
manually-
ration?
Yeah. Say that just
Some
write it
dried
down in
meat,
your
little
inventory.
beef
Just
jerky.
yeah, common
Beef
sense.
jerky.
I trust you guys. Just
That's
manually
your
put it
first
in your
mistake
inventory.
as a DM.
Yeah. I'm about I'll make more, don't worry.
Ah,
Yeah, you can just print it.
we all do.
I got you covered.
Now, how many rations do adventurers typically have on their person at one time? Because they do look pretty heavy.
Well, if
Just
you're
That's
enough
some
what
of the
keeps you
players-
from- Yeah.
Is 4
Just
too much?
Yeah.
I
it's
usually,
a-
I mean, yeah, I don't usually have that much on me.
I'd say 2, 3 at most.
Yeah.
Calissa-
Unless you're
Calissa's-
Orlane and you have 87 on your wagon, right, Scoot?
Right. Well, y'all found those at a goblin camp.
Yeah.
I know it was
They
5th
made
edition,
soldiers
but
carry them.
I remember in Icewind Dale we were taking like 5 each.
Yeah, well, that was
But that
extreme
was, like,
conditions too. Like
Some kind of expedition mechanic
Yep.
and shit. So
I know a lot of these packs you buy have 7 rations.
hmm Well, I'm
which
gonna
is
rule that
which
you
is very
guys
heavy.
That's when
can
you're
easily
not coming
35
back to
pounds.
town.
Exactly.
you can easily gather up what you want. Just use common sense. Make sure you list it as just one list item in your inventory. Just manually add it,
Cool.
and then put the weight that you think makes sense.
Or the amount, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
It's rather dark in the kitchen, but with the torchlight, you're able to make everything out. There's no torches burning. The torch you carried in there is what I'm referring to. That's your light source.
Are
And we
any,
still don't know
any
like
creatures of live or dead in there?
Not that you can see, no.
You want to check for doors or anything like that, trap doors, or you kitchen? Nah.
This square right there.
You do not see anything out of the ordinary Airwalk.
How about this square right
Except
there?
you see, you find well right there, and it's funny that you mention it because right there you find a nasty stain of grease on the floor.
What kind of grease?
Taste it.
Lard.
Lard.
You know that smell like when you go behind a Chinese restaurant?
Oh yeah.
they cooking with lard. I'm not going in there.
Lard's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's like a C carved into the door.
that's what gives it flavor.
All right, gentlemen, ladies.
Do we want to spend time looking around this room?
I want to go to the trap door.
Well,
Is
let's
there?
go.
It's dead end. Is it a dead end in there? There's nothing in
Appears
there.
so.
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
think
going to
so.
take us quite some time
Yeah.
to
There's
search
a
this
door
whole
to the
room.
south here.
I'm happy with some rations.
The only reason why I'm pointing these out is because you guys made note of this as you walked in.
And we didn't know we don't know the origin of like this temple yet.
Yeah, we do. It's Temple of America.
But
Yeah,
it's-
it's dedicated.
I'll go back
Dedicated
to
to
those
props.
episodes and catch up. I've been
It's-
meaning to do
You
that.
just don't know. You don't know.
We don't know what the hell happened to
has
him.
happened to the priests, but I mean, this is definitely a peaceful sect of like they worship, farming and cultivation.
Because the people
goddess
in there
America.
now are not of America. They're of something
They
something
are.
else.
They
okay,
are, but
okay.
they've been
They're like
Under-
somehow
Under
changed.
control.
Twisted.
Yeah.
They're corrupted.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm telling everybody, quiet down. Put my ear to the door, and I'm going to listen to this door.
Loman shimmies up beside Airwalk and imitates him.
Airwalk, you don't hear anything from the other side of the door.
And I'm going to
What about
the
Loman?
door to see if it opens.
It does open. Loman, you don't hear anything as well. Immediately, you
opening
can
the door.
see that there's a large curtain drape that spans from the north to the south end, to the south wall.
What does the material look like it's made of?
Heavy drape, like cloth drapes, like you would find at a
Hey, Sidar,
Phantasm. Like,
do you like
drapery.
playing with fire?
A heavy material? I don't know what type of material you would call it.
Sidar. Human.
I stumble up with the torch.
You like playing with fire?
You want me to burn that?
That sounds like a good idea.
Should we take a
glad
peek
you-
behind it
glad you-
first?
Glad you thought of it.
Hold on. Let's not set the temple on fire until we're ready to leave.
I don't think the curtain is locked.
It's like when you go to open it, the Zelda music starts playing immediately.
Right.
Yeah, this guy wants to go straight for the fire rod.
Well, he is psychotic, so it's something to get used to for sure.
I hold the torch in the other hand away from him.
I gotcha. So this
Airwalk's
is
like a
apparently
fire
a
rescue.
larger room divided by rich blue drapery, just west of the door. The area that you see is empty except for 3 plain wooden benches. So it looks like some type of a meeting room or a lobby.
right. I'm going to, with my sword, move the
Open it up.
drapes. Yep.
So you slowly pull back the drapery with your long sword, revealing
A donkey show.
a donkey
Sorry.
show. A
What's a donkey show?
you don't want to.
Please explain that to me.
You pull back the curtains to reveal
Zadar?
a softly carpeted room with 3 comfortable chairs placed around a low table. The small shelf to the side holds several unopened bottles of, well, it's not supposed to tell you that they're Orlane special wine, but there's 3 bottles of what look like wine.
Special wine. Oh, those
Tea
are
time.
All right.
I guess
There,
I didn't write that, by the way.
anything that looks like platinum in the room?
No.
I'm gonna go investigate
looks
this
like a
cupboard
dim-
over here.
Kind of looks like they well, you find a few books in there. Some dust, some mothballs. Doesn't look like it's been very much cared for in the last.
I toss the books onto the ground behind me.
I take a look at the
Rifling
books.
through here.
You take a look at the books, Loman?
Yeah. Yes.
Is this cupboard attached to the wall?
It is.
So I'm gonna
Is there
tap around
anything-
in the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
to
And the
see if
books,
I
Loman,
hear
and
anything hollow.
you do not hear anything hollow. And Loman, the books, they're basically just various tomes on what I guess the equivalent would be like farmers' almanacs.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
so you know,
Ooh,
books on farming, cultivation, gardening, etc.
Loman, how old are those?
Loman, you'd be able to tell that these don't appear to be of any great value.
Yeah. No, it's not worth.
In fact, they're very common books that you have.
Maybe there's a clue hidden in those pages.
Most certainly, how to grow the best roses in Orlane.
I think we need to go to the trapdoor.
Is there anything under this rug? Can I pull it up a little bit?
There we
It's
go.
interesting you ask because there definitely is. There's you find dust,
Oh, God.
and you think that might be a piece of trash, but I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Is it
Nothing.
There's
platinum?
nothing underneath there that you can see. No.
Alrighty.
I liked your idea better, Zadar.
Mm.
Burning the curtain would have been more fun.
That was your idea.
You're the one who suggested it.
He was.
I back up a couple feet.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna lock you guys down right now. Just give me a second. I'm gonna lock it.
Wait a minute. Who's the one who got the torch?
I do.
Zadar.
I take
Yeah.
the long way here.
The pyromaniac.
You know, it's so weird.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah, it wasn't working. I locked it down, and
well, it doesn't work if you've already activated and you're still holding on to your character.
Yeah, as long as you're actively moving it,
so you
it won't.
guys were
Oh,
still
because I was
actively
like
moving
dragging.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not
lets you
locking
have
it
that
down
one
for-
last move. That's
yeah,
funny.
I'm not locking it down for any specific reason. I was just trying to. Okay, he likes
For
to
that
do
reason,
this.
yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
What the hell?
That's not me that did that, by the way.
No, we all know who that was.
Yeah, I think I have an idea who did that.
So this door we have not been through yet.
Yeah,
We have.
That's where we go.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me take a look.
That's
This
where
is
the
the way
trapdoor
back.
is. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is the way
That's
to the trap
The
door.
trap door that we did not go down because we wanted to clear the building first. Oh, yep.
Okay, so yeah, heading into the antechamber in front of Misha's bedroom. Is that where you guys are going?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So the bed is pushed back. Trapdoor is still open. The hole's just a gaping black maw. There's a very steep set of stairs or steps, wooden steps leading down. Definitely gonna have to be careful making your way down it.
Looks inviting.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first down, um, without any light. So I'm gonna allow my eyes to adjust before I go down.
Okay.
Take my very, very sweet time, moving as quietly as I can with my head on a swivel,
I'm going
while
to
also
unsheath
trying
my
to
longsword.
Okay.
while also trying to keep myself as inconspicuous as possible going down these stairs and try and see what this is that lies before us.
Okay.
I'm also breathing in to try to distinguish if there are any odors or scents that may be a warning sign.
Okay. I'm not gonna move you yet. What I'll do is
Mhm.
I'll describe it. In fact, if you want to sidebar with me, I'll tell you.
Uh-oh.
Are we taking a break?
Just Spencer's talking to Scoot, telling him what he sees.
Oh, gotcha. That's so funny. I stepped away for like 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know what happened.
It was just dead silent. We all died.
Yeah, I was worried. Like,
Yeah, because Scoot went down, Airwalk went down
so I knew that
to,
part, but
to
and then
scout it out.
yeah,
So he's the only one seeing this.
gotcha.
His vision is better than ours in the dark.
I trust him.
Was that a question or? It's funny because like I can't hear Spencer from in here, but all I have to do is walk like 10 feet and I could totally hear everything he's saying.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I know.
I'm just going down.
Well, remember, we found some ghouls downstairs before, too. No, in the other building. In the Golden Grain, right? Yeah, it's quite possible. I'll give him some of the wheel of cheese. Yeah, for me. Yes, that would be so awesome. Yes. Yeah, Zadar's gonna be back with me. Yeah. Is it Orcus? Sure. There's no door there, I think. Yep. Yeah, I'll listen. Okay, I'll check for traps. Looks good. Oh, lock it then. Ooh.
this locking mechanism, made sure that it was good. But you are able to pick it. You hear the clicking sound of the tumbler gives way, and at this point, you could attempt to open the door.
But the moment takes about 10 minutes, and marring his handiwork on the lock, right?
He did take about 10 minutes
Yep.
doing that.
You got the next one, Airwhack.
There you go. All right, who wants to open the door?
All yours,
You want
Ben
me-
Russ.
Dwarf opens the
Go ahead.
door.
You want me to kick it in?
Dwarf always opens the door.
I can kick it in.
Kick it in then. What are you
Alright.
waiting for?
All right, I'll open it. Not
You wear this
kicking it in.
armor to be brave, right?
That's probably wise that you're not kicking it because I don't. Yeah.
We don't need to make extra noise.
Yeah.
Well, that and I don't know if kicking it is actually going to open that door up.
Is it a pull?
It's a pull door.
It's a full
It
door
pulls towards us.
Just
or
jam
a
it. like-
sliding door.
Okay, guys. Interestingly,
What is-
so it's pitch dark
Yeah.
apart from your torch.
What?
Walls in here are covered with spikes, wooden
Ooh.
spikes. I mean, completely covered, all over,
Go
from
All the,
Finland.
just the wall.
floor up on the walls,
Oh, from floor.
floor to the top,
Oh,
all
wow.
along the walls. Wooden, some of them iron. Most of them are carved wood stakes, though.
Are they covered in blood?
Not that you can see.
Do they look like they retract or
Not that
extend?
they do not look like they retract or extend.
Would they look like to be like a
Do the
They look
walls-
like they look like someone literally mounted these things in the wall, meticulously went one at a time and just mortared them into the wall.
so a massage room?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And you also notice that that it leads
guys.
Why would they put spikes in here that could do no harm unless
Oh,
you
they
just
can
ran
do
into them?
harm. They can do
So-
harm.
To keep you out
You
of the
s-
room.
so
Dude, guys, be careful.
I'm
So
gonna
let me
look
ask
for
a
any.
question.
You're
here
gonna
about-
slide into these. Watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for any mechanisms or anything that the walls move.
dark vision and infravision. Basically, because the torch is on, you guys, there's
We
no way
can't
for
see
you.
anything beyond the
can't- you
torch.
don't
Yeah,
have
light.
it's ruined. It's
That's what I
ruined. Yep.
thought. Gotcha.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
That's why we should send the humans out into the hallway,
Into the cold.
into the other room, and get a good look around in here.
So I can tell you what you guys see in here is you can see that the hall, the corridor runs to the south about 20 feet. That's about the limit of the torch that you can make things out clearly. And you can see that it extends on indefinitely to your north. And then you have a path in front of you that appears to branch off and terminate about 15 feet, 10, 15 feet west of you.
I'm gonna look at the party and light another torch and throw it in the room.
But first, let me examine. I want to check the walls and see if there's anything that can they move or slide, like those the blades, like
That's what we already
Compress.
ascertained that they don't look
Yeah.
like they do that.
They
Okay.
do not look like they look like they've been mortared, literally mortared into the wall painstakingly, one at a time, sealed up into the wall.
So this room is meant to keep people out of it. Is there another door in here?
Not that you can see, no.
What kind of floor is this?
Stone.
Does
And
it
dirt.
look like it's capable of
It's dirt. A lot of it, I mean, it's not paved, you know, like they didn't take the time to do flooring in here. It's dirt and stone.
No
Unlike
seam down the middle,
no,
so it doesn't look like
unlike the
we would
first
get
room that
forced
you were.
into those spikes from the floor.
I'm sorry, what now?
It doesn't look like we would get forced into those spikes by the floor moving.
No, this just looks like an ordinary dirt
Okay.
and stone floor. You mean like a conveyor belt type situation? Anything
No,
mechanical?
like something mechanical that would slam us into the wall.
This definitely does not look like anything mechanical in the vicinity.
Pretty
Think
lame.
just
Being
an ordinary, you
trap.
know, an ordinary like just dirt floor. No one
And
took the time to lay. Excuse me.
how big are these spikes?
About a foot. Some of them go up to about 2 feet.
And how much room is between this? Like, what's the narrowest
Yeah, is
gap
there a
between
pattern to it?
There's
between
enough
the
way to
spikes?
walk through, you know, reasonably comfortably, but you wouldn't want to veer too far in either direction.
Single
So
file,
So
double.
I'm thinking
I would, I
these
would say,
walls and ceiling and floor will close in on you
I would
when
say
you go when you enter.
single file.
so if they're 2, 2, 4, so there's about 6 feet of
Yeah,
gap between them.
single file.
Hmm.
It might not be perfect scale on the map, but you can
Can
get
we
through
like
single file comfortably.
put something out there as a test?
Who exposes their traps?
I know.
Heavy
Trap.
door keeping whoever or whatever in.
I don't think it's a trap.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a defense mechanism,
From
but it doesn't
what?
need to be hidden.
Well,
That's a good question.
well, here's the thing.
I mean-
What if it's something that can't fit down the hall without scraping the walls? Something big.
I think it's meant to deter something that's wider than 6 feet.
Yeah.
I think we need to find out.
This looks like how you keep a pet out of the kitchen.
I
The nasty
like
way.
it. I like it.
I think we got to find out what else is in the room. Are there any more doors or
Well,
because it's keeping it? I don't know.
Do we want to
Or
risk?
we could just walk in.
Yeah,
well, we've already stepped in according to the token.
but
Yep.
not between the spikes. We're not between any spikes yet.
Right.
Yeah, the spiked area, if anything, feels like a safe space.
hmm
Uh-huh.
I wasn't giving anything away. I was just
No.
uh,
At what height are the spikes?
1 to 2 feet each.
No, but what
That's
height?
how they're all the way
Or
from
like
ceiling to floor.
Okay.
covering the walls.
Okay.
walls.
not like
Not the
Loman could
ceiling.
just walk in and be okay. They're above
The
him.
walls, yeah. Along the walls.
Well, you do have your tumbling skill, Loman. You can
Yeah.
dodge in between them.
There we go. Sorry, I was looking at something else right now. How's that music for you guys? It's too
Good.
much?
Oh, it's good.
Should I take a tumble?
What are you trying to do?
That's your call.
What are you trying to do exactly?
See if we can just go past them without any kind of.
Well, yeah, just tumble
Deterrence.
through, just being ready to avoid anything that, if they do move or shoot out or do something.
In what direction are you trying this? To the west? I mean, you're already standing in the middle of them right now. You realize that, right?
Not.
To the west.
You've already to the west. Okay, so you want to tumble what 10 feet to the west into that corridor right in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, you can attempt that. Why don't you give me a tumble in the tower?
Okay.
Maybe we should tie a rope on him to where we can
That'll
pull him back.
interfere with his.
No, it'll interfere with my tumbling.
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Turn them into a yo-yo.
So Loman, Why don't you describe your tumbling?
So I
Damage escape.
start off with a somersault that turns into a vault, and then a little flip at the end.
Executed
Wow.
perfectly, almost Olympian level. You pull this maneuver across the floor, land perfectly, 10 feet away, and nothing happens.
So
But
where is Loman right now? Is he right? Wait, let's see. 10
in
feet.
fact, I'll just put you guys on here.
Yeah, because my vision will extend with.
hmm I got you guys covered here. Take this off. Okay. And then we'll go here. Just get you guys. Why don't you guys just put yourself where you want to be?
I can't
Yeah,
see.
I'll get you.
Oh, cool.
You should be able
Oh,
to see now.
I got where we are.
I can see the players, but not the map.
Do you have your torch off? Let's see. Yeah, your torch ran out. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, so here, we'll do this. How's that? That work for you?
No. Oh,
Dark.
I had to click on my character and then everything showed up. I think
Yeah,
that's
the
what it
vision.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good now.
Oh, you're in the wall, dude. That's why you can't see. Here. How's that?
No,
Well, no, you can get stuck in the wall. I
it's
dropped you
just
in the
that
wall.
thing where if you select yourself, you can see, and if you don't, you can't. It's just that
Mm.
option that they have. I don't know. I'm good.
Loman, you can see that it extends up to your north, and it looks like a dead end to your south.
Yeah, I'm. Here, Arawak. You want to scout up ahead beyond the torch, see what you can see?
Down where you're at, up north. Yeah.
Yeah, you go north. I'll go south and check out this.
All right. So moving as silently as I can, head on a swivel. I am.
Barrowwhack, you get a really bad feeling as you make your way up here. You feel like you just have a bad feeling about this entire area, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Your eyes start to adjust the farther you get away from the torch, and you can see that the hallway terminates in front of you and then opens up to your east, so to your right.
So Benrich has the skill alertness. Would
Okay,
that would that help him in this or no?
I'll take that
Okay.
into account.
So do
You
I.
can, yeah. So Arawak, you can see that this opens up again and makes a sharp turn to your right.
I'm not going to expose my body. I am only going to peer around the corner with my left eye.
I got you. So what you can see is you can see that the hallway, the corridor, you can put it around the corner and I'll take it into account. You can see that the corridor proceeds down about 15 feet into a dead end and terminates against a wall of spikes.
This makes no sense at all.
Has anybody seen a door?
I'm coming back and I'm like, Loman, anything?
Bowman, you can see that this is just a complete dead end. Spikes all over the walls. No visible exits.
No, nothing.
So we got to go down these other two hallways.
And Talisha asked about blood on the spikes. We see none.
We asked that, and
Yeah, that's what I said.
we were told no.
Not
Okay.
at the time, no. And not in
Okay.
not in the area that you're in right now, no.
So I guess north it is. Because it looks like south is just another dead end.
Are you guys, is the fog, here, stop for a minute. Is the fog of war off for you guys completely?
No,
When
it's
it is from me.
I can
I don't
see
know,
where
like
I've been.
yeah.
I can see
Okay,
where I've been.
okay,
If
that's
I,
what I'm asking.
yeah, if I click on Airwalk, I can see where he's been.
I
Okay,
can
that's
see when
good.
I select myself. Yeah.
That's good. And in fact, if it gets a little bit too tight in here, we'll just use one token. That's why I was thinking about just using one token, but you guys wanted to split up a little bit, so it's kind of impossible, you know? You want to
Yeah.
split up.
Er,
So,
I'd like to take advantage of our under our infravision
yeah, that's
and
good. That's
and
totally
trying. I'm
makes
not
sense.
trying to engage with anything, and I'm being cautious. I'm not.
Lumen, do you
What's
have
your,
infravision?
So you can
No,
say
I
when I
don't.
can move.
yeah, so infravision wise, what do we got here? We have Aerowalk. Your infravision is 60, correct?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It is
120.
60. It's 60.
Same thing here.
60
Prevent.
infravision? Okay.
Yep.
So,
I'm
Loman,
gonna.
do you have any special vision? You don't, do you?
No.
No. Yeah, so the only people we're talking about here is we're talking about 2 infravision with our resident elf and dwarf at 60 feet max.
All right. I'm gonna command Shadow stay, and I'm gonna go up
Okay,
with Arrow Walk.
okay. Or along the
Um,
north.
yep.
Okay, you may do so. Are you proceeding indefinitely until you see something, or are you just going to make your way up as far until it terminates, or what's the
I'm
plan?
following. I'm following Arrow Walk's lead.
Okay, Arrowwalk, what are you doing?
I am slowly moving down the hallway. Just being cautious, using all my senses to give me a representation of what is going on as I proceed.
Okay,
Um,
Arrowwalk, you do notice some blood, old, dried, on some of these makeshift spikes to the right of you, along the right wall.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give Arrow Walk a 30-foot lead.
That's about the length of the hallway, I believe, right? Yeah,
Yeah. So, can I move to the end of the hallway?
you can.
And I'm going to, again, just peer around. I'm not exposing any of my body
Yeah.
aside from my ability to vision through.
So you can see that it, once again, it branches off to the left, stops, and then branches off to the south.
And so I
Oh,
hand sign to Benris to move forward as I start to proceed further down.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Are you guys following?
I'm playing
We're just
rock scissors paper with Loman.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. If you guys are following, just make sure you let me know and you can go.
I think I'll
Uh,
let them. You guys, I'll just say to Fenris before he goes up there, don't go too far without us. Let us know what's around that corner.
all right.
okay.
I'm going to
So
peer around
Airwalk,
this corner and get a view. Do I
yeah,
see anything but a hallway?
you can see the entire length of the. Can you see? Does infravision mean you can actually see in the dark? You can just see anything glowing in the dark.
The
Is that
temperature changes.
Yeah, then
Correct.
you're not going to be able to see that the breadth of the hallway, right? With the infravision,
Yeah,
you're
because
only going to be
what
able.
the air and the stone probably have like some difference in temperature, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You have infravision? That's
Yeah,
wild.
he's got infravision.
Like a
So
predator.
There's no
yeah,
dark vision,
I'm
and
just wondering
dark
how
vision
that.
is a modern
I
cycle.
sure, but I'm just wondering how that works in the pitch dark without any warm bodies to go after. I guess the stone would be different temperature. I mean, what I would rule is that you can make out that this is a corridor, that it's a single corridor. You don't see any openings to your left or right. and that it runs down probably a good 40 feet, and looks like it opens up.
Well, you'd be able to see different forms, like wouldn't you? Like
So
if there's a
it's
chair
like
in
You'd
night
be able to
vision,
see
like the
light, but
white night vision, basically.
Yeah,
yeah, but you're in a pitch black cellar,
it's
It's not
grayscale.
right,
thermal.
with no light, and I would say that you would be able to see heat changes.
What
That's what, and
what we see in the infrared spectrum.
So
yeah,
it actually is thermal based.
Yes.
yeah.
There's
Okay.
yes.
That's
So
crazy.
that's what
So
I'm
it's like
saying.
Predator. Yeah.
So it's like Predator. Yeah. But I mean, but again, you're gonna only be able to see like warm bodies,
Yeah.
different.
Not like undead or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll have to look up how to handle that in
Yeah,
pitch dark.
you need to do research on it.
How to see like cold temperature things in cold temperature areas, basically. How
I
that,
mean, it makes sense to me when you're trying to see bodies and
because
like
it's like when you cover
deep
yourself
hidden
with mud,
first.
you're basically invisible.
Yeah, and you're
Yep.
basically in
Like
a
Arnold.
cavern of cold
Yeah.
stone right now, so I don't know how you'd be able to see very good
It
when,
it would have to be moving, basically.
yeah, or warm like a body.
If there's no like heat signature,
Well,
it would
there
have
is
to be
going to be a
moving.
difference in the temperature of
I
Everything.
would, sure.
air and
And
walls.
when things are moving, yeah.
I mean, if you
Or
got
if
two
it's
chairs
breathing.
next to each other,
Covering
there's going to be
yourself in
different.
mud isn't going to defeat infravision.
No, no, no.
Oh,
But like as
like in
far
the
as
movies.
seeing something that doesn't have a heat signature, it would have to
Yeah,
be moving.
I would say I don't see how infravision is going to help you see in pitch black.
Infrared spectrum is. So you have to
S-
understand the infrared spectrum.
All right, I don't understand the infrared spectrum. I'm just asking, would you
it's
be able to
it's
see in pitch black
it's
without any
your
light source?
call.
According to rules as written, infrared spectrum allows elves to function in most unlighted spaces.
Okay. It sounds like that just answered my question right there. So I guess we could just,
It's open to your interpretation, really.
yeah.
So
I mean, the
you guys are
walls
talking thermal
are cold.
radiation spectrum, okay? Infrared is a portion of the thermal radiation spectrum.
That's all right. We'll go over it later. I think that answered it in the rules as written. They can see somewhat in dark light. So
Yeah, because I mean, this is D&D. I mean, an elf can see a sign two
it's
miles
fine.
away
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
read it.
Right.
I'm gonna
I
say that,
see what you mean. It's like
Yeah.
only the red and orange portion of the spectrum, basically.
Correct. And
Well,
so
Yeah,
that's what that's
your
what I'm
call's okay.
seeing everything as is in that
Okay.
color spectrum.
unless you got a torch light in front of him, in which case, if you have torch, he won't be able to see like that,
It
obviously.
like
And then
would blind you, basically. Yeah.
yeah, and then after that, it takes how many minutes? 2 minutes?
A
3
minute.
minutes? A minute. Okay. Yeah, a minute.
1
Okay.
minute to
Sorry,
adjust.
Interesting.
to
So it has a
adjust.
weakness. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Airwalk, what you can see is in the infrared spectrum, you can actually see that the hall proceeds down. You're going to guess maybe 50, 60 feet in a straight line. You don't see any openings. You do see that it opens up at the end, though, where it terminates.
I'm gonna step back. Benris. Benris.
Yeah.
It's another long hallway that goes again with a jut to the west.
Oh, to the west.
It
So it does
this
continue.
this looks like this is just a switchback. I have a feeling that we're gonna get to the end of that and it's gonna go north and then it's gonna go west again and then it's
Well,
gonna go south.
we won't know unless we follow it, though.
Agreed.
So should
You
I
wanna-
bring everybody forward?
Well, they're not gonna be able to see unless they have light.
No, we'll keep them at a
But-
distance behind us.
And light's gonna give us away. I think that if we don't allow the light to I think that we can bring them up to here where we are now and you and I can proceed further down before they get here.
I wonder if anyone's got a lantern.
No.
One of you should have a lantern. Let me look on the party sheet and see who's got a lantern. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's good to have a handy search inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just searched mine. I don't have it.
I have
Yeah.
several torches.
The one I like is in the party sheet that you guys can't see because I can see. No one has a lantern. See how quick that was?
That was quick.
No one has a lantern.
But as long as we stay away at the in one switchback over from Arawak and
For
Fenris,
the
then
sake of
our
moving it
torch
along,
won't
yeah,
our
for the
torch
sake of
won't blind
everybody
them.
participating and moving it along, I will say that, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But even in reality, like if we're literally one whole hallway over,
Yeah, I would say it's
it
about
wouldn't.
50 feet. Yeah, it was about 30 feet and it starts to dissipate.
Yeah,
As long as
If
you're
you're
the
around the
staying
corner.
about 50 feet away, then I would say that that's fine. I'm going to rule right now that you can because we can move it along quicker that way.
All right.
Yeah. There's a
Alright.
formula
Well,
there somewhere.
we'll just kind of have a system where Arawak goes first, Benris kind of right after him, and then hangs back just enough to let us know, like he waves his hand. Like Benris, just wave your hand forward if we should
I can put my
proceed.
hand up to stop and okay.
What you can do too is if you don't want to have to move your tokens around all the time, we can just use Arawak's token and then I can
Well,
just keep track of where everybody is.
I like using my token.
Then use your token. It was just a suggestion. All right, Arawak, what's your
But
call here,
it's up
buddy?
to everybody else.
No, you're good.
I'm
So
down.
I'm again gonna proceed south now,
Okay.
cautiously, taking
Yep.
my time. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah,
This is a summer stroll through the
I know
woods.
how
It's
you
literally
play.
gonna take forever.
I
At the
know
same
how you play.
time.
You
This,
don't.
this, this,
And
So
I'm going to.
Arawak, you don't see anything. You do see a little bit more dried blood. Again, it doesn't look fresh. There's a fouler smell here, though. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Mhm.
You
oh, I'm sorry.
you want to think you think possibly orc, some type of filthy demi-human, but you can't quite be sure. It's on the tip of your tongue. The smell is very familiar to you, but you can't quite place it right now.
Now look at here. I showered last night.
Yeah, it's a very distinct body odor type smell.
Oh, question: is this hallway wide enough to where I can hold shadow
The
next to
dog
me,
is going to have to be behind you or in
behind it
front of
or
you.
in front?
Yep,
I'm gonna put him in front.
very good.
You said demi-human or humanoid? Did you mean
It brings up thoughts of smelly orcs to you. The smell.
humanoids then?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Orcs. The thought of orcs. And
It
how far
brings up.
behind me, Benris, are
You
you
can't
now?
quite place it. You don't think it's orcs. It's a very distinct smell that you've smelt before sometime at some point in your life, and it kind of bothers you, but it
Not
is familiar.
troglodyte that knocked me out.
Not troglodyte. That's kind of a
The fucking
wet, earthy.
troglodytes knocked me the fuck out.
Yeah, the troglodyte is yeah. You guys have run into those a few times, and I do take that into account. That's a very wet, dank smell. This is different. This is like a thick body odor, like BO type smell.
How far behind me are you now, Benris?
I am.
He's about 50 feet behind you.
Yeah. So I should do
I'm gonna
The map is pretty much to
signal you
scale,
in.
but if I make adjustments on the fly, just that's what the ruling is, because the map is a little interesting. So
So peering around this corner, what do I see?
you can see that it terminates shortly up in front of you, probably 15 to 20 feet, and you do make out a wooden door.
Signal Benris to come forward.
Are we hearing any other noises there, Spencer?
You don't hear anything. It's
Benris.
very eerily quiet in here. You're walking.
Benris.
You got to picture this: that you're walking through these pitch black
Yep.
catacombs,
Hmm.
with
Yeah.
the construction that makes no sense. Why anyone would construct this? Corridors end in dead ends with no rooms.
And
They
spikes
switch.
to get. Yep.
They switch back, right? You go up one, and then it'll switch back, and then that terminates in a dead end. Not to mention that all the walls have been,
Yep.
meticulously like decorated with wooden spikes. Is just yeah, and it smells there's a stench in here, and it's actually getting stronger to Arawak and Benrus. There's this heavy stench, not of something dead, but just a very strong body odor type smell.
So
Almost like when you're at the cage at the zoo, or the gorilla cages at the zoo, like something like that.
I'm gonna use my survival underground and
Mhm.
see if I've seen anything like this before.
What exactly are you trying to do? You're trying to discern if you've
What's these spikes are here for?
you can't think of you don't have the vaguest idea why anyone would construct something like this.
Okay.
The only thing that you do know for sure is that they meticulously, mortared these things into the wall.
And are these spikes are wooden spikes?
They are wooden.
Okay.
Oh, they're wood spikes.
So
Okay.
it's
They're wood.
something we could break off.
They're wood. Yeah. And they range anywhere from a foot to 2 feet in some places. Looks like in some places they were hastily, mortared in, and then yeah, they vary in length.
Hmm.
All right, Eric, what do you want to do with this door?
Oh, I'm going to definitely be checking for any form of traps, anything that's
You can give me a roll of find traps in the tower. You're checking the door in that general area right there.
yeah, and the floor
I do
as
watch
well, and the ceiling. I'm I'm already freaked out
it. Yeah.
because
Same with
I'm a
Bender.
trap. I come from a people who make traps to keep people the fuck out.
Yeah, Airwhack, you definitely have a bad
I'm
feeling.
paranoid.
You definitely have a bad feeling about this place, Airwhack. In fact, and this is not for anyone else in the party, this is for Airwhack specifically. You definitely get a sense that this is some type of either a trap or it's somebody's idea of a sick amusement.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean,
find
we would
anything.
we would set something like this up to keep people out, to
Well, to
put
you,
fear
I can
into
tell
them.
you this that and I should rephrase that. To you, it doesn't look like any sort of logical trap
Right.
to you. It doesn't look like that. What you get the vibe of, you specifically and no one else, is that this is some type of amusement. Somebody set this up for perhaps amusement because nothing about it makes sense.
Fun house.
So can I look at the walls, Patrick?
What are you trying to see?
I'm gonna see if there's any way these walls might slide in or out.
Yeah, we tried looking at that
I think
earlier.
they checked
Well,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
dwarf. Can-
Okay, where Benrus in your general area that you're in right now?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I can tell you right now, with your knowledge of stonework and everything, these look about as solid as you can get. You don't see anything that would stand out to you as being able to move, open
okay,
up, slide open, anything like that. It looks fairly solid in all directions. And this goes for everywhere else that you've been in here. Being a dwarf, you would be paying attention to this the
right.
entire time, um, you know, innately.
Yeah, because
So
I would be
it does.
looking at. Yep,
You would be, and you don't know, and I will, and I always take that into account. So you don't like with you guys, like with I'll give you another example, like with Arawat, with the elves, they have passive chance to detect hidden things, right? I'm
right.
always taking that into account. So,
Okay.
but you can go ahead, you can remind me though. I mean, that's fine. It's good that
Yeah,
you
I'm
can.
just. Yeah, I
So,
just want to make sure.
got you. Yeah,
Okay.
by all means, you can anytime. Yeah, you can poke me with that. So Airwalk, you don't see anything out of the ordinary, but again, you just get this. The dread is kind of building up, and you just do not like it here.
So is this door an in swing or an out swing?
Out,
So it swings out towards me.
it swings. Or I'm sorry, in. It swings in,
Okay.
away from you.
And there's
When
no
you said
lock.
in, I mean like in, like away as I don't know why I got dyslexic right there. Yes, away
That's
from you.
okay.
Swings away from you.
I completely understand.
Yeah, I stayed up till about 2 in the morning programming, guys, so I apologize if I'm a little bit tired today, but
It's good for you.
Hey, you're
yeah.
doing great.
So there
you-
is no lock on this door.
There doesn't appear to be a lock on the door. No, it just appears to be kind of a hastily thrown together, standard wood door.
Okay, Benris, door.
Yeah. Am I? And this is kind of.
Benrus, you for some reason you can't quite place it, but you keep thinking of a fairy tale that your mother told you when you were
Oh
a kid,
dear.
but you can't
Oh.
quite remember what the fairy tale was, but there's just some serious deja vu, that you've heard this story before, that you're actually living in a fairy tale right now.
Oh wow. What kind of reaction am I getting from Shadow?
Well, when you come around the corner right there, the dog, lifts up his nose and he's definitely smelling the air.
He is sniffing something out.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna put Shadow behind me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk up to Airwalk.
Benris, I don't know. I think we may
Airwalk,
have to make a sacrifice and get
what
the
do you,
rest of the party down here real quick. I don't like going through doors alone.
I agree. All right, let me go and get the rest of the party then.
okay.
Okay, Spencer, what were you going to ask me?
Oh, no, you answered it right there. I was going to ask about the rest of the party.
Loman, have everybody come down. Talissa.
Y'all gonna have to give us a minute
Yeah.
so that we can see.
Yeah, there's going to be a minute. There's going to be a minute
Yeah.
and a half, actually. There's going to be about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So I start to adjust to seeing in light. Okay,
There, I'll fix your space.
let's get our heavy hitters up
or your
front.
Spacing.
So can we
So are
squeeze
we,
past each other?
You can. Yeah, you can
shuffle?
totally shuffle around and get in the position. You just have to be careful.
So
But you can do
get
it.
the two meat shields up front.
All right, Zadar, come on.
Zadar, get up front with Benris. You two fight over who gets to go first. Just be quiet about it.
I can't get a hold of.
I'm like bumping into spikes as I pass you guys. Ow.
Oh,
So what are we doing here, guys, with this door situation?
uh,
So I'll just describe this. So you guys kind of shuffle around. It is a little bit tight. But you do manage to get into position. You still don't hear anything, but that smell, that awful stench is just thick in the air.
Airwalk, did you check the door?
It's not locked. Go, 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 go.
You ready, Zadar?
I am.
One
Longsword is out.
twin's power activate. Form of a.
I am opening the door. Or am I?
The door pops open.
Thank you.
Don't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Don't even breathe.
Don't even breathe, dude.
Can I duck?
So I'm gonna need a surprise roll from everybody.
All right, I'm checking my alertness first and foremost.
Yeah, same here. I've got. That give me a +1 or what?
Well,
believe
if you pass, So I failed my alertness, so then I'm gonna have to just give a regular surprise so I don't get a bonus. And let's find the surprise.
Okay, I'm not surprised.
I was supposed to.
Not
Single.
surprised either.
I guess I double clicked. Wait.
I double
You can
clicked.
Yeah,
single it. It's okay.
Some things are single click, some things are double click. And
Yeah,
it's
Well,
like,
so
I always
I might
just click
change that.
once first. And
well, which
then
check?
if it
Test
doesn't
it
Which
out.
work,
check am I referring to?
yeah,
The one
You
where
did
I'm
it right.
surprised or not surprised?
surprise.
You did it right, Tommy. Yeah.
Okay.
So who's surprised?
So I
here?
am surprised or not? Because it says both.
You're not surprised. Your first roll is
Your
not
first
surprised.
Your
roll
first
should
roll
be the one
is
you
you
take.
not. Yeah.
The
So
first-
it looks
yeah,
like
go with the
everybody.
first
So
roll.
Benris, Airwalk, Zadar, Talissa, you are surprised.
Yes.
She's all the way in the back.
So Talissa is always
Talissa doesn't know
surprised.
what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised because
Yeah.
looking at you guys and your reaction, I guess.
So Benrus, you can see that there is a large, you think it's an ogre, standing on the side of the door.
Oh.
The dog is barking like crazy. This guy was like waiting in ambush for you.
Uh-oh.
Right about here.
Well, we can't see anything in the room yet.
Can you see that?
Nope.
The door open?
Yeah. Isn't it?
I didn't see a thing where you can open or close it.
None of us are going to be able to see until we like get in there. I
Oh.
How's
think.
that? Can you see that?
Nope.
You can't see that. Click on your token.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay, damn, I didn't know
The
that.
door was over there. I thought it was at
Man,
the end.
this is fighting in close quarters here.
mhm.
Yeah, it is.
All right, guys. So,
And this is an ogre.
why don't you, let's see, nobody's surprised. Why don't you give me your intentions right now and we'll roll initiative.
All right,
I have nothing that I really can do.
Yeah, this is tight.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing that
You
I
could
can't
ready
get in
your
there.
sword and delay, and if something opened up, you can move through allies. I mean,
Yeah, I mean
That's
about
basically
all.
what we'll be doing.
That's
Yeah.
all we can do.
right. So just, give me the whatever weapon you'd like to use. Just give me the initiative on that, or a flat initiative if you plan on just retreating or running back or.
Actually, I'm going to just bow. I'm gonna ready
Hail
my
Mary
bow.
it.
Yeah, don't have a lot
What
of.
exactly are you rolling for, Benrus?
I am going to draw my sword and
Awesome.
command Shadow to attack.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. And then we have Zadar. You could always roll with your longsword and then delay until something opened up.
Yeah, we did that a lot the last combat or the
Yeah.
last encounter. I'm not really in range, right?
Well, I mean, if it pops its head out, you definitely will be. You talking about for melee range? No,
Mm-hmm.
not.
Okay.
This ogre is large, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So large, in fact, that he can. It's almost sadistic that it's walking around in here.
I'm gonna have my sling ready to fire if I've got a target.
Sounds good. Roll with your sling.
And
Talissa.
Talissa will also have her sling ready.
Okay. Okay, Benrus, when you opened the door, the thing it swung down the club, but
Mhm.
it just went wild and actually hit the door jamb.
Oh, okay.
Like it definitely was lying in wait for you guys to open the door, but you noticed it and you weren't surprised and you were able to duck out of the way from the blow and as the blow came crashing down on the threshold, which actually, Loman, you were actually the first that can react, but seeing as though there's nothing for you to react against, you can see Benrus kind of like jump out of the way a bit when you don't know what swung at him, you don't know what's on the other side of the door, but you can definitely see the dog posed in front of Benrus. I'm going to let him get up in there, you know, because I knew that's where you wanted him,
Yeah.
Benrus. So you can see the dog kind of leap through halfway through the jam, and you can see Benrus kind of dive out of the way of something. It all happened really quick, but something is definitely going on in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna delay until I have a target.
Sounds good. Benrus.
It got me an ogre here.
You were going to
Uh,
command. We got
I
to
did.
drop
I
it.
did the command. Yep.
Yeah, we got to drop your dog on here. I completely forgot about
Oh
him.
yeah.
We need spuds.
We do. We need the dog. All right. So NPCs, PCs, cohorts and companions. Buds McKinsey.
Buds McKenzie.
Oh, look at that. The initiative worked out perfectly too. Beautiful. I'm going to say it's about like this because this is just too fucking tight.
Mm.
It's about like that. It's actually pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
And look at that. The initiative worked out perfect. So what are you doing? You're just yelling, sick 'em.
Yeah.
Like
Attack.
okay.
I'm pointing at.
And miraculously, the dog is able to
Oh
react
wow.
right now. That's why I was saying the initiative
Sweet.
worked out perfect on auto initiative. Can you select your dog and move him around?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll just do the.
Click control, click, make
Okay,
sure you
I
got him.
can't. When I select the dog, I
I'll do
can't
it.
see the ogre.
What are you trying to do?
Attack the ogre.
Okay. All right, we'll get him with a bite. How's that?
Yeah.
Well, you see him jump into the dark threshold, and you don't hear any yelp of pain or any cry out of pain or anything. You just see the dog kind of disappear
All right.
into the room.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
And you hear the ogre kind of make a grunting sound. Zadar. You
Just
don't know what's through the door, but you know the dog just dived through the door, and you know something just swung at the door from the other side.
just gonna delay.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I am back. I am sorry.
Oh, you're fine, man. So Benrus, you see this ogre poised. He can barely get his arms back to swing without, you see him pull his arms back like this with this gigantic, ugly looking club.
Okay.
And as he does so, the back of his arms hit the spikes on the wall, and he lets out like a growl, like a frustrated growl. You can see that it actually opens up the back of his arm, like when he goes to swing this thing back, he actually gets clipped by the wall. And then, as if in furious at that, he brings it forward at you with like a lunging strike. This heavy, heavy club. And again, maybe it possibly because the back of his arm hit the spikes, but he goes to bring that club down on your head, and as he swings forward, he actually winds up hitting more spikes on the opposite end, and he yells out in pain.
Well, that +4 for a dwarf, it comes in handy for archives.
Yeah. Talissa, something's going on up there. You don't know what, but something is definitely happening.
Well, Melissa can't do much, so she's eager to help, but she's going to have to delay.
Okay, she's got her sling. Airwalk.
Can he get through? Fuck no. Delay.
You
I
could
can't right
technically
click.
try to weasel your way through, but then, you know, once you got
I'm
up
not
to the front,
frontline fighter.
yeah. You could weasel your way through, though, if that's what you wanted to do. Same
Yeah.
thing with you, Loman.
Yeah, well, I declared I was holding with my sling this round, but next round I might try something else.
Okay. That's fine. If you don't have any target and you can forfeit it at any time. I've got to do it many times. Zadar.
So I got a question here, Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Me being a dwarf, small in stature,
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not small. You're medium
well,
sized.
medium, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not tall.
Yeah, but you still. I mean, yeah. What was your question, though?
Well, I was going to ask if if Bendris would be able to put his back to the dead end so that R could get there and attack, or no?
Well, what kind of armor are you wearing? Chain?
Chain, I believe, yeah.
You could definitely back up against it. Just don't, without slamming yourself
Into the
against the
spikes,
wall, and
right?
you would be able to avoid getting hurt by the spikes, so he could squeeze through. You could do that, yes.
I'm going to do that then. Well, it's not my turn.
You
So,
can shift back 2 feet.
all
Well,
right.
yeah. I
Kind of,
mean, you could.
yeah, you could.
Players can move through each other with no
Kind
Yeah,
of signal me to pass by, basically.
yeah, exactly. Whether you take the signal or not, up to you. So I'll do that then.
Yeah, Zadar, you can actually move up if you want. It appears to be the dwarf is kind of letting you up through.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I want to do that because I wouldn't be able to attack then, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on if you have a target and it's within reach. It also
Okay.
depends. Is Zadar doing that? Are you moving up, Tommy? It's your turn right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you
Okay.
thinking about doing? Making your way through the door jam? Because that's the only place there is to go. You can't
Yep.
just sit on top of him.
Okay. I'll just stay right here.
Okay. Why do I feel like this round has been going on forever? Is
I
it because
know.
everybody delayed? It's round 0. Okay, it's Talissa.
Um,
Same thing.
I still can't do anything, so
Yeah,
frustrated,
that's okay.
but
Yeah, Airwalk. Did you
I'm
get
kind of
flanking
nudging
initiative?
Zadar. Get in there. Get in there
oh,
and
what was
fight. Go. What are you doing?
You
Go.
lunatic.
I point at the wood spikes on the wall.
There's an opening.
All right, this is the top of that. That was the
No,
surprise
well,
round.
wait. What are you talking about? There's an opening. I was just told there is no opening.
There's a door.
I was told I
Could have
couldn't
told.
fit past the door. I'm really confused
No,
now.
you totally could have went into the room and
Yeah, you
started
could have.
fighting.
I was just told I couldn't, dude.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, maybe I wasn't clear. You could get past Benrus.
He said you couldn't stand on Benris's
So I could go
square.
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
You
I'll do it next time.
If you
Okay.
misunderstood that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was saying you can't. You gotta. If you're gonna move, what I was saying, if you're gonna move, you have to move past Benrus and in through the door.
Okay. I didn't
You
even
couldn't
delay
just.
my turn, so
You didn't delay it. It
no,
was
I
Uh-uh.
didn't press
okay.
anything.
Then we're gonna just let you do that then. Okay, then we'll let you do that. So you can get up in there. I can tell you exact here. I can do it for you. So what you see as you make your way through the door right here is a 8, maybe 9 foot tall ogre. You recognize it as an ogre immediately, trying to fend off attacks from the dog, and also switching his attention between the dwarf, yourself, and the dog. And you can actually get off an attack. So you rush through Benrus into this it just looks like another room or a hallway, just like every other hallway that you guys have been through in here. But this time it's occupied by a big, nasty, ugly ogre wielding a even uglier looking weapon. that looks to be stained with blood. And for some reason, he looks like he's got fresh cuts like all over his arm and his back, but
It's his own blood.
nobody's connected with him yet.
Mhm.
Here, Zedar. Here. So you can go ahead and this is actually from round 0, so you can go ahead and target him and roll an attack. Just let me know if you need help with it.
I guess I haven't targeted. I can't tell.
Let me see.
Control click to target, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah,
there you go.
wasn't working for me before.
I can't imagine why. That's weird.
Crazy.
Okay, let's see here.
You rolled the net. Yeah, there you go.
That is a hit.
There you
Right
go,
across
baby.
Right
Nice.
across the shoulder. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
bloody
Good
damage.
damage.
Some critical damage right there. Like, so I'll tell you the basics and then you describe, you can theatrics me, but what happened was is you saw Benros kind of lean up against the wall because of the close quarters in here. He's got chainmail on, so he was able to kind of lean his back against the spikes, and he kind of signaled you to come forward because you guys have been frustratingly trapped in the hall. You ran through the door jam, and before you could even think, you just swung at this gigantic ogre, and you nailed him. So you tell me how exactly did you accomplish this
That's
feat?
pretty much it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you hurt him bad, very bad. You just see blood just squirts. You hit him across the shoulder and the chest, left a large gaping wound. He's not wearing any armor. Like he looks dirtier, and for some reason, no one else would know this, but Benrus, you've had time to had time to kind of look at him a little bit more right now, but he looks a little bit malnourished for an ogre.
Did he kind of look like Airwalk?
No,
No. Okay.
he just looks a little
Airwalk
malnourished.
does not look malnourished.
Well, you
He's
look
fucking
feral
ripped.
though.
He looks fucking ripped. The hell
But
you
I thought you
talking
were
about?
feral.
So Tommy,
Who said I
next
was feral?
next round you're gonna get 2 attacks.
Dwarfs.
You'll get 2 attacks next round, Tommy. So just remember that, okay?
How do you
Um,
determine the round that has the extra attack?
It's every other round. So it's not even rounds, it's not odd rounds. It's whenever you make if you start attacking on round 1 and you're specialized in longsword, in round 2 you'd be able to get 2 attacks. If you started attacking on round 2, you'd get 1 attack on round 2 and 2 attacks on round 3. So you just need to keep track.
That's
You
what I
know,
mean. So it's always the second round when you get your
Right.
next extra attack.
yes,
Cool.
correct.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and only for longsword because it's only for the weapon you're specialized in. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to back up the initiative, and I'm going to need intentions and initiative for everyone, this being the top of round 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna try move in and tumble through past Benrus and into the room.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I'm just gonna sit back and tap my feet and wait.
Okay. That's going to be Talissa, Benrus, and Arawak.
Just have my
Beat that, baby.
Oh, that's
Wow,
nice.
that is an amazing reaction adjustment.
great initiative for sitting in the
You
hall.
only get initiatives like that with the reaction adjustment turned on. I turned on dexterity adjustment to init. Because frankly, I think it makes sense. It's like you have high dexterity. It should affect your initiative, in my opinion.
So
Benrus.
vendors,
I'm not
vendors,
gonna complain, but I would never be that nice to my players.
I mean, you're getting at most 1, maybe 2 to your, I subtracted from your weapon speed for being dexterous. I don't see a problem with it. What was that, Roger? What were you gonna say?
vendors, sees how good Zadar is doing.
Yeah.
So he's not even going to bother attacking.
Okay.
He's just gonna hold where he's at.
Sounds good. You can give me a flat. Just, you never know.
Yep.
There you go. Airwalk, that puts you at the top of the stack. You see lots of things going on up in front of you. Lots of people
Can
trying
I
to get
just
through
tap
very
my feet
small
here?
space. You can actually go ahead and end your turn if that's what you plan on doing, or you can delay it. The choice is yours. You know what I think I'm going to grab, guys? I think I'm going to grab a Red Bull because my brain is functioning, I think, on 3 cylinders right now. So let me go grab a Red Bull. Oh, and also, Roger, why don't you try selecting the dog's token again? Can you click on him? Can you see him to click on him?
They're supposed to roll initiative
Yes,
again.
I do have him now.
You did, Tommy. You rolled it again. Or did you? You didn't. You had
No, I didn't.
yeah, go ahead and hold down it's because we had to roll it back. Go ahead and hold down Alt and roll initiative, holding down Alt on weapon speed. So just there you go. Oh, nice. Good. There you go. You got it. And Roger, can you select him and actually use him?
Let me see. I can select him, and I can move him. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you got to make sure that when you're trying to do something with another token, make sure. Well, first of all,
Selected.
make sure that you're not clicked on somebody else's token,
Right.
and that way you wouldn't be able to target.
Okay.
The second thing is make sure that just always make sure that the person you're trying to interact with is you actually have it focused. That's why you guys are running into that.
Okay.
All right, so Shadow is able to lunge forward at this point, or Shadow does lunge forward at this point. You don't really have an option in this. He lunges forward to take a bite, so why don't you go ahead and roll an attack for that?
Ooh, nice.
That is a hit. Roll damage and apply a lockjaw.
Oh, no need.
Bam.
No need.
Jugular jaw.
Did the dog drop the ogre?
He did. Yep.
Okay, so Shadow jumped forward, right, and hit the jug.
You're breaking
Juggler. Yep.
Yeah, and this ogre there's something pitiful about this ogre, Benrus. I mean, you've seen ogres before, and they're usually a lot more meatier than this one, but this one almost just looks like just malnourished, like weak. Like he's got saggy muscles in his arms. What's that called?
Does it
Like,
look like it's aged? An older ogre, or
No, he just looks
okay.
very malnourished, and
Okay.
Atrophy, muscle
he's
atrophy.
got lots of scars all over him.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take it out of combat right now.
All right. I'm gonna pull Shadow up. I don't want to get any diseases or anything.
For some reason, Shadow doesn't want to bite at this guy anymore.
Oh,
Once he
good.
flipped
Good.
the thing and it fell, like he kind of backed away. Like he took a sniff at it and then just backed away.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, it has a pitiful look to it for some reason.
Is there a stench coming from it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I think it is safe to say that you've discovered the origin of the foul smell.
Yeah.
It permeates these halls. Let me drop this in the party sheet right now.
so is he just in kind of a recession, or does the hallway open up behind him?
Oh, I thought you were making a joke about the ogre. Um,
That's funny.
the hallway opens up behind him. So to your north and to your east
Okay.
is a hall.
So I'm wondering if this ogre was
I'm
put
gonna
in
say
here.
that you guys played musical chairs with the torch, Zidar. When you ran forward, somebody else was actually holding the light. So I'm gonna say that you can't really see farther.
I'll
The
say I
light
handed it
coming
off
through.
to Benris.
That sounds good. I'm
I
gonna
can
say you
take
can't
it
really
back.
you can't really see. Okay, you can't at this point though. Like I would say you can't really see more than 10 feet, but you can see that the hallway opens up in front of you and to your right.
Well, I'm wondering if this ogre was just put here and just left alone. Nobody bothered to feed it or anything.
It's like a shitty Minotaur maze.
Yeah.
It's like a budget maze.
Experience has been rewarded.
If he
I
was
like.
hungry, wouldn't he just find his way out the kitchen? Oh,
Would he?
wait. There is no kitchen down here. Never mind.
Well, I think back a little bit after that, but before this encounter.
He couldn't go up. Oh. He
There
couldn't
was
get
a
out.
big, heavy locked door.
Yeah.
If you remember.
This was meant to like keep him down here.
God, I hope that the door we entered, we like propped it somehow so we can get back out.
Does he have any belongings?
Loman disabled. Yeah, hold on. Loman disabled the lock pretty thoroughly, and the door was left open. I'll unlock this right now, so I'm not clicking on this every.
Well, shall we proceed further into this?
So, yeah,
labyrinth?
upon examining Zadar, upon examining the ogre, the only thing that he has visible as possession, unless he's got something concealed in one of his orifices, is a big, ugly club that's stained with blood. And it looks like a gnarled oak. It like a gnarled oak branch that was kind of haphazardly carved into this just a big, mean-looking club. Got dried, blood stained all over it.
Okay.
He's quite a pitiful looking ogre. You would guess that he's about half the size and muscle of an ordinary ogre that you have seen.
You little guy.
Does he have like cuts and scars from like running into the spikes?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was mentioning earlier.
Oh,
He's
okay.
covered.
I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, he's covered in scars. Fresh cuts and older healed scars all over his body. He's wearing like a torn tunic and a loincloth. No other possessions.
This is like a very.
So no plus 12 Hackmaster sword.
No plus 12 Hackmaster sword.
He's a very neglected pet, and this is a very shitty kennel.
I kind of feel bad for the poor guy.
That's
I know.
that Tommy,
it's
you
like-
couldn't have said it better. You're like that was beautifully put right there, actually.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that
So
was,
should we burn the body?
like a mercy kill.
Not down
Yeah.
there. You crazy?
He's in a
All the
better
smoke?
place. He's in a better. He's in a better spike maze now.
He better be, because he doesn't get much lower than this. The tokens are unlocked. Go ahead and state what you guys would like to do. Who's got the torch?
Loman has a torch.
Okay, yeah.
You took it back, Zidar?
Well,
Is it out on you? How many do you have on you?
the one I originally had went out.
Yeah,
No,
why would it
so
go
I
out
should
that
take-
quick? How long are those supposed to last? Those aren't working correctly.
Torches, 30 minutes.
I think
Okay, then they
yeah,
are
because you
working
yeah, I
correctly.
think it worked perfectly.
Okay. How much
It
oil
says
do
I
you
have
have?
4. I should probably take 1. I don't have any
Take one
oil.
away. Take one away. Somebody else has oil in the party here.
Excuse me.
Do an oil check, guys. Who has oil?
Not I.
Not
Nobody
me.
Not
has
I.
oil.
To be
Nobody has
honest,
oil.
I didn't know you needed oil.
Nobody has oil.
No.
No.
I'm gonna yeah. Nobody in the entire party has oil.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Great.
I'm gonna
That's
no.
say
awesome.
the what? I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
say not really. You can't see shit.
Me
And
and me
break the
and
game.
me and Benners can now.
Yeah.
Can hold their hands. Y'all ain't have
I'm-
torches either, do you?
I have
They have
4
torches.
torches.
They have lots
You
of
guys got
torches.
torches, so what do we need an oil for?
I'm gonna say my torches were pre-oiled.
Your torches don't need to be oiled.
I was captive.
That's what I always thought.
I'm guessing these came off the wall.
I always thought you
Lanterns
used
need oil,
Torches,
not
torches
torches.
don't need oil.
Peek around
Yeah, I
that
think oil's
corner
a
here.
lantern thing, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he was saying.
I've got
Okay.
5 torches on me. We got
There's
light.
17 torches in the group, so we're good.
Yeah, I got
We're
3.
good. Just go ahead and subtract.
We should
And
still be
you-
following Arawak and
Yeah,
Fenris, though,
yeah.
probably.
Is it the same? Is it the same?
Same order.
Same
Hang back with
order?
the torches. Yeah.
Okay, Arawak is making his way up. Arawak, you noticed something.
What do I notice?
You notice that the wall right here looks a little bit off to you as you got your chance to look as you made your way through here.
Like how off? Like a secret passage off?
Yes.
Well, let's see if we can find a mechanism to
5
open
and 1/4
said
inches off.
secret passage.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll in the tower.
What role do you want me to give you?
Just go ahead and give me wisdom in the tower.
Isn't it a 6-sided?
Or yeah, 6-sided. Yeah, just give me a 6-sided dice. I'm gonna rule that you find it anyways.
Yeah.
You actually find that this thing you know something's off there. You're gonna check.
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying. What do I need to roll? What do you want
You
me
don't
to
need
roll
You don't
to
need to
find
roll.
the mechanism to open it? Or is it just
You can find it.
Okay.
You're just gonna wait. You can find it. So there's a little depression in the side of the wall, and
Mhm.
inside the depression there's a lever. And when you pull the lever back, the wall slides open right here.
Come on, guys.
Pitch black cave.
Are there any spikes in there, Arawak?
There is not.
Or no, I can't see in there at all for some reason. Like I'm completely blind.
The music is good though.
So you have a masking on this?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
because
see
I've got the
anything
light
here.
and I go in.
It looks like there's some masking or something. I don't know. I can't see
I am
at all
doing
in here.
I'm doing party vision. And I have you selected, and I can see it perfectly. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
just see a dark blue. And only can see what's like right next to me.
Yeah, the same as soon as I went in that room.
But you can see.
No, I can see like as if I've walked down it before, but not in it currently, is what I see. Here's what I'm seeing. Looking your
That looks right. It's just dark in there.
Well, normally it would look like this.
I mean, that looks right to me. That's what I'm seeing in party vision.
Here's what I would normally see.
I mean, you can see that.
Well, my light's not working in there either. The torch.
Okay,
So you see the difference between the two?
sure. See,
If I
You could.
there, dude,
Oh.
now it's bright.
yep.
But I
I'm not
think
even gonna
everybody can see everything.
Yep.
Camera 1, camera 2.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did I lose infravision or something?
Is the floor a different, like made of something different in this room?
It's just stone floor, or I mean, dirt. I'm sorry, it's just dirt.
It's dirt.
Yeah,
Same as all the other passageways, or
correct. Yes. I'm just screwing with this right now because I don't have any masking on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird because it's
I
like
don't
this
have
is masked out.
I don't have anything on. Yeah,
Yeah, so I just see nothing really, except if I'm in. Well, when I'm standing in it, it's pitch black. So here's me at the end of it.
I mean, when you say nothing, I can see that there's blue right there. Like you can see the tunnel. Like it's just a dark tunnel. I thought you meant you could just see black. Like you can actually see the tunnel. It's just dark
No,
blue.
it's not how it normally reacts in a dungeon.
And my
So,
torch isn't lighting it up. Like the other hall.
as an example of what it
There, I
would
just
look
turned
like.
off lighting completely because I don't even want to screw with it. So how's that?
Now I can see, but I don't see it's. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see.
I'm not even gonna screw with it anymore because I don't have anything else on in here that. Yeah,
It's like there's something different about this hallway.
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea.
it just looks like the floor is a different color.
The floor is a different color.
That's pretty much the only difference, and so it looks darker.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else on in there. I don't know.
That's why I was asking,
Here.
is this floor dirt, like as compared to stone in the other hall?
That's
It
all
looks like
right.
the other ones are stone, and this is dirt,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess they're all the same. It looks like it should be a slide,
So
you
Arawak,
know?
which you find in the corner of this room is a skeleton in a rotted tunic
Ew.
against the wall. Looks very old. In fact, it almost just crumbles like when you kick at it. Brittle bones.
Where's the dark going?
Spencer, you want to turn line of sight back on, maybe? 'Cause I think we're able to see things we shouldn't have seen when Zadar went north.
I have
Oh,
line of sight on.
Okay.
Where did you guys go to get over there?
There's a door by the ogre.
Here, I'll put you there.
There you go.
Where's the door by the ogre? Here?
Yep.
He still had his
yeah.
character.
Right here. There you go. You in there, Tommy? You can see? So I just want to use one token in this situation. It just gets
You
too
can use one
crazy.
token. You can use one token.
Yeah. It just
Sorry.
yeah, it's all right. It just becomes a pain in the ass when there's like the walls and I have line of sight on. Yeah,
Okay.
line of sight is on. It's been on the whole time. I disabled the lighting because when I had the lighting on, you guys apparently couldn't see anything. I don't know why, but
Now it's fine.
yeah, then that was definitely a bug because what I've done is I literally turned off lighting and turned it back on.
Oh, but as soon as Loman walks away, I can't see anything in the room. It's as if I can only see with his torch. It's like I lost infravision.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a
Hmm.
Fantasy Grounds thing, bug maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Graphic bug, something like that. Seems like a bug because I
it
literally have
definitely does.
2 layers, and this is not a complicated map. Like, you shouldn't
No,
be
it's not.
having problems with this. So yeah, so I got enable disable lighting. You know, that's lighting off. This is lighting on. This is line of sight off. This is line of sight on. That's it. That's all I've done. So so anyways, continuing on with the clunky controlled game right here. I There's nothing else in here. It looks like just someone dug out this alcove, and as I said, there is a skeletal body in a rotted tunic over by where Arawak is standing. Um, but you don't see anything else. There's a lot of cobwebs in here, and as you walk through, like they all hit you in the face, and it's just a stuffy area in general that you're in.
Okay.
There's definitely a bug with this because this when I remove the ogre, like this the death marker is still there. There's something wrong with this map.
Yeah. Oh well. We figured
Yeah.
we worked through it.
Yeah.
So is there any possessions on this skeleton scattered about it?
There's an old short sword on him, uh, and nothing else that you can see.
It's a short sword look of fine quality.
It does not.
Does the tattered tunic look of tattered quality?
The tattered tunic looks very tattered, and you could probably fetch 1/100th of a copper piece
Oh,
for the material.
So in Arawak's mind, he's wondering if he could get one of those platinum pieces for it. Second guesses and says, "Nah."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no notes or anything with this
You don't
guy.
find any other possessions on him. No.
Get
I'm gonna
back in here,
use one
Loman, so I
token,
can
dude.
see.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one token. I'm tired of dealing with this, so I'm gonna use just one token right here. And what were you asking, buddy? I didn't hear you.
Any kind of gonna look in this area for any kind of passages, feeling for difference in like any wind flow or anything.
You don't see anything else out of the ordinary in here as you scour around. And I'm gonna say it's well lit with the torch if the map worked. You know, you have good vision in here.
Okay.
You don't see anything else out of the ordinary. Almost looks like this is like maybe
The
just kind of
last refuge for this guy.
an afterthought. Yeah,
Can anybody tell what race this skeleton is?
definitely human.
Definitely human. Okay.
Definitely human.
I don't think there's anything else we can do in here.
Another dead end.
You know.
Literally.
Mazes are so much fun, man. What am I? I'm getting messaged a lot. Hold on.
That's me. I'm asking you a question.
Probably not, Scoot.
Okay.
But at this point, I don't even care anymore. It's like the map is just fucked.
I know the feeling too
I
well.
just don't even care anymore, man. I really don't. Yeah, it's this. I had to redo all these maps from scratch, and I probably missed some line of sight in it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's hard. It's hard too to run these close quarter maps too because everybody's just. It's just hard to control it.
Yeah, you could just do the one token. I apologize for
No,
being
you're fine.
selfish with
No, you're totally fine. That's not what I was. That's not
my
what I meant.
token
But no, it's. I'm just saying in general, it's hard to
coveting.
manage. You're coveting. You're coveting
My
your token.
coveting of my token.
All right, guys. Continuing on to this fucked up maze. The body of the ogre is still right there. Arawak, go ahead and move where you guys want to go and tell me what you're doing. But you
So
can
we
easily.
went down. You guys started to go down this passage.
It's a dead end.
Is it?
Yeah. You can check for secret doors on the end if you want.
Do you want me to check?
Yes, please.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
All right, so I'm gonna do some looking around, getting a sense
So
if
it's
there's
going to be a
something
little bit
here.
difficult for you because again,
Spikes.
it's entirely covered of spikes, but common sense would dictate that there's nothing here. With your experience in finding
Yeah.
secrets, this
Okay.
does not scream to you secret door. If you
Okay.
want to spend 10 minutes investigating it, you can, but your intuition tells you that there's nothing there.
However, it does.
Moment, I'm gonna trust my intuition here, and let's just move on.
Okay, sounds good.
So, peering through here, I'm gonna peer around this corner very cautiously.
So the
See.
place begins to the architecture here is frustrating, especially to you because this madness makes no sense, and it's starting to get tedious.
Yeah, it is.
And you can see that it's gonna you expect this to be another switchback coming up, and you can see it veering off to the left. So you expect more of the same coming up
All right.
ahead.
So I see this passage to this direction, and I'm gonna peer down it.
It switches back into another opening, and you can see that terminates in a dead end. But there is an opening to your immediate left.
My immediate left.
Yeah, so your left right here.
Oh, I'm looking. Yeah, I got
You're
my
facing.
left and right confused in real
Yeah,
life.
you guys
Sorry.
are all turned around, dude. That's what happens when you stay in a maze. You get all turned around.
This.
Yeah, so Loman, you can see that this, again, it doesn't look like there's been a lot of foot traffic in here, except for two large prints. There doesn't appear to be other foot traffic from anything else, but this two large prints you assume is probably the ogre who's been pacing around in here for God knows how many days.
Can I see if one of these wooden spikes
Hmm?
would break off that I can keep on my inventory?
Absolutely. You can easily fiddle with that thing it takes you less than a minute to get one of them loose, and
Okay.
I'm assuming you'd probably grab the best looking one that you could find.
Yes.
So go ahead and add that to your inventory. It doesn't need a weight, just put it in wood
Okay.
spike.
All right.
I think I'm stuck in the water.
I'll get you. Don't you love that?
Yeah.
Fantasy grounds, man. I'm telling you, dude. You don't get these problems in Foundry. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah. You're out of the wall.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Zadar, you have that on your pack.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys for bearing with the technical difficulties tonight.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
Loman
mazes,
is
man. They're so
checking
fun.
everything
There's
out.
so much fun in theory. This is what I hate about maze maps.
I'm still impressed that
Or dead ends.
tabletop apps have come this far. I mean,
Yeah.
besides like the 3D stuff that's going to be coming out soon, but
I don't even.
And just remember, it could always be worse.
yeah.
it's just there's so much mazes are so much fun, dude. And
Yeah.
but whenever you play them on a tabletop, they're not. It's just like, and it's because of the token situation. I don't know of a good way to handle it.
Theater of mind mazes.
There's some
That's what I
Make the
I
players
swear to
map it
God,
out
dude, that is
themselves.
exactly what I'm going to do, dude, next time. That is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm
Bring it.
But then the
literally gonna
game speed drags down to
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a
grinding
fucking
halt.
nightmare. Every time I've ever run a maze, this happened in one of the first games I played in. It becomes a nightmare because
There's some
everybody's trying to
steps
move
up here.
around, getting stuck in walls.
Up here, Arawak. There's some
I'm
steps.
really enjoying watching you guys figure it out, though.
Yeah,
Entertaining.
don't move too far ahead. Loman,
Loman and them are all the way up there.
yeah, don't move too far ahead because it's not steps what you're seeing here.
Oh.
Looks like a
What
bridge.
what you're seeing, what you see when you come around this corner into this antechamber is what you hope to be the end of this claustrophobic, sadistic maze that you guys have been going through. It looks like it opens up into an earthen tunnel. There's no stone shoring or supporting timbers here, and consequently, there's a lot of fresh dirt that lies on the floor, and it looks damp. It almost looks like there's been water has seeped in here, and there looks like there is some wooden planks that go up into the tunnel, but then stop shortly inside. And that's about the limit of your vision right there.
I think you'll have to move me up there.
Yeah, I'll get you. Don't worry. Are you stuck again?
No, but I figured I would get stuck trying to get up there.
Well, that was half the fun for me.
Oh, you can
Trying
walk
to.
right through this wall.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Yeah, and it's funny too because there is a yeah, that's hilarious. So I see where the problem is. So one of those got deleted. Yeah, the wall that you just walked through, Airwalk, that wall got deleted.
Yeah.
This didn't have a door down here. One of my layers or something got broke. This took me so long to do this too. How frustrating. Oh
Thank you
well.
for your service.
Yeah, I had to draw out all the
Yeah.
line of sight on this one.
Collateral damage.
I'm gonna use the Dungeon Alchemist so that I don't have to ever deal with that shit again.
Yeah, Dungeon Alchemist
This
is
one's
pretty
lighting
nice.
is broken as well
Yeah.
because I don't see anything in this on this pathway.
When you say don't see anything, you just mean it's dark blue. It's like dark.
Correct.
You can
Correct.
see, but it's
No,
just
I can, dude. I have to like squint to be able to see.
all right. When I'm looking at it in player view, like I can see what you see. It's probably just the lighting on your computer is darker than mine.
No, because it's not the same in any other parts of the dungeon, is what I'm trying to say. If you pull my character over to another part of the dungeon, just move my character over to some area that we're
There
not
we
in
go.
right now and
Problem
take a.
solved. Problem
It's
solved.
weird what's going on.
Problem solved. All right, so you see this, and it looks like it goes back into a corner and then branches off to the right.
Does it
There's a mu-
change? Does
there's a
that lighting
musty.
change when I move around?
I don't even care anymore. There's a musty smell in here in this tunnel. It's dark and musty and damp and dank in here. In fact, the smell up ahead is becoming quite familiar to you guys, bringing up visions of reptilian creatures such as troglodytes and toads and
Yeah.
other denizens of the swamp.
I think we're gonna be fighting something around this corner.
Can we lure them
I can
out?
I can scout ahead to see if it's opened up wide enough for us to have combat in there.
Okay, I'll
You
hang
can
back with the
definitely
light.
scout. You can definitely scout.
All right, I'm gonna wait a minute to get out of the light,
Yep.
and then proceed to slowly move forward, quietly, cautiously,
Mm-hmm.
peering around corners, not exposing my body, sticking close to the walls. Oh, fuck.
What happened?
This is another. So as I get there, I'm gonna come back and be like,
Maybe it's because of my torch.
no. It's not a technical difficulty. Airwalk, I'm coming back, and I'm like, it's more fucking winding fucking tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this.
Ah, Talissa hates it
Get
too.
me the fuck out of here. And so I'm heading back in, not happy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to continue down. Cautious, slow, deliberate.
Airwalk, you can see what appears to be a fungus at the end of the hall. And why don't you give me a wisdom in the tower?
Okie doke.
Oh, nice roll. Yeah, so I don't know what they would call this, the Grugok would call this, but you recognize it to be a form of fungus called a shrieker. And they are basically a living alarm system.
Great.
And when you round this corner,
Remember, I'm sticking close to the wall and I'm exposing very little when
I
I
know,
round corners.
I
Okay.
know,
I
I
want
know.
that clear.
Yeah, yeah. So
Airwalk is freaking out.
oof.
Fucking probably got tremors. Fucking ability.
Hold on with the moving, guys.
Why is everybody coming down here? What the hell are you guys doing?
We're just trying to.
Thought you were lost.
Yeah.
And now I'm blind.
So this thing, when you actually round the corner there, Airwalk, immediately this thing lets out just a horrible, ear-shattering, like shrieking sound.
And so
And
you guys are going to hear that too.
they absolutely are going to hear it. And you guys were both here, right? You let Airwalk went down there alone. Am I mistaken?
You
You're not
did.
mistaken.
Okay.
I did not invite a party to follow me through here.
Okay. So as soon as you get within about 20 feet of this thing, it lets out like a ear-shattering, like screeching sound.
Son of a bitch.
So bad you actually have to cover your ears. It's just piercing.
Yeah, right?
And on that note,
What? Can't hear you. What?
uh yeah. So just so you know, um, Arawak, you would know this from these creatures that they have sensory organs for heat, sound, and vibrations located in several clusters around their head, or what you could call a head, the actual, not the stalk, but the top of the head of the fungus.
The cap.
The cap. Yeah, my brain's not working, dude. Yeah, so they have sensory organs all over there, and I mean they can pick up small, minute vibrations in the earth, heat, sound, and you know them to, you know that they're usually used. They're almost like it's an organic alarm system. So as soon as you get within proximity, that thing lets out the screech.
Damn, they got a big proximity on these guys.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so now what?
I mean, you're 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm ducking out.
Okay. Why don't you guys give me just initiative just in case?
Before I duck out?
No, you don't need, you can duck out. In fact, I don't even need initiative, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. So yeah, I'm getting tired, guys. I think I'm gonna call it
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm getting
it's
tired.
fine.
What
I
kind
can't.
of
Yeah.
clock?
Yeah, I'm getting tired. So yeah, next time, yeah, and I'll have this like fixed and better prepared for us next time. But
Well, I know you gave up a game last night to do work, so
yeah, I'm not. My brain's not working right now, and
yeah.
I'm just kind of getting frustrated with it. So we'll
Eve,
just call it, huh?
we got really far, dude. We did a lot of shit tonight.
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
wanted.
did.
That was productive.
It was a
Very
good
productive.
session.
I'm glad that you
Yeah.
guys liked it.
Definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
always
Definitely. I mean,
I always enjoy this.
I'm fucking worried. So if you got me worried and you got
This is
Airwalk
kind of a
a little
cool spot to
paranoid,
quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
you did
So,
good.
well, what I'll say is this. I'll say that Arrow. Let me add a little bit to this. So, Arrowhawk, when you peek your head around the corner, you could see it's a large fungus. Like I would say that it's probably 3.5 feet tall and maybe 3 feet wide. Ugly thing. The cap has a bunch of like they look like holes on the top of it, but those are the sensory organs, and you can see that the tunnel opens up and branches off in two directions. And where the Shrieker is sitting in there, it's actually filled with mud and water. The two tunnels that branch off, that branch
Yep.
from to the left and right, are filled with watery mud. It's just water and mud. It's just filled with it. You don't know how deep, um, but you would guess that it definitely gets possibly like 3-4 feet deep because you can see that as the cavern dips down, they head down. You can see that it's just the ceiling's just getting closer and closer to the top of the mud.
And
So
I'm relaying this to these guys, and I'm like, man, I don't have a clue what the hell that thing is in there, but I peeked my head around and this mushroom looking thing just started. Well, you hear it?
We heard
And
it.
So
it's
yeah,
could we say that
it's
this
a
is a
swimming pool. It's a swimming pool.
yeah, and there's a very strong scent of what you have come to know the smell well from troglodytes, but any type of denizens of the swamp and just dank smell in there. And from the point where you peeked your head around the corner and this thing let off that shriek, the shrieking, to the and from that to the point it took you to, or the time it took you to get back to the party, is all in a span of 10 seconds. That's why initiative didn't even matter. This thing's not going to get up and chase you down. So it was literally 10 seconds.
But
You
I'm
peeked
checking behind me to make sure it's not.
yeah, you can do that. So you bolted back down the hallway, made the way back to the others. You're kind of blinded because they have the torch on. So as soon as you come in there, you're just almost blinded by the torch light as you come around the corner. But you are able to relay that to him with your eyes closed. So,
I'm like, fuck this place. Fuck this place. I
yeah,
want out of here.
there's and it goes back an indeterminable amount. The two branches that you see, they definitely look like they went on for a while, and they're wider than the caverns or the corridors that you guys have been navigating up into this point. These don't look man-made. These look like this is an actual like legitimate tunnel.
This is rad.
so could we say that was a mother fungus?
Well, yeah, it's a mother fungus. I think that's the
This
technical
is a
term.
mother fungus.
I think that's the technical term for it.
Nice
But
one, Roger.
Airwalk, you know, being, you know, you're well versed with, you know, with the wildlife of swamps or the creatures of swamps and the deep forest and even the deep caves and some it's you know, and I would say that probably Benrus, you
Yeah.
probably have heard of these things before as well.
Okay.
So when he tells you, you know, alarm shooting fungus in there, it rings up, uh, pops up in your databanks. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Excuse me.
Shrieker is the technical name for it. Loman, you wouldn't know. There's a fungus among us. Yeah, I don't know about Talissa might know too. He's a
Twister
druid.
would
She's
probably
a
know.
druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talissa's a druid.
He
I
knows
would say
a lot.
probably not Zadar and Loman, but definitely Arawak, Benrus, and Talissa. You probably have an idea. In fact, I'll figure out which one of you guys knows it.
But
It says
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't.
You
From
heard
the
it though.
description.
you
Yeah.
definitely heard it. It's so loud. It's so loud. It echoes through here. It's so loud it can almost blow your eardrums. I mean, it's loud.
We just
It
heard a re, and
It's
then
like
Arawak runs back,
it's
and
like
we're
an
like,
air
"What
raid.
did you do?"
It's like an
it's
Right?
it's
It's
an
like
ear piercing sound.
it's an
I
ear
thought you had
piercing
to get
sound.
closer to these things. Fuck.
No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, if you know the better than me, but I believe that they can pick up like minute
30
vibrations.
feet of light, 10 feet of distance.
It's a
30,
sensor.
Yeah. 10
30
feet of
feet of
movement.
light, 10 feet of distance.
Movement,
All right.
10 feet, 30 feet light.
Where are you
It's
reading
okay.
that? Are you reading that right from somewhere on their?
Memory.
Yeah, I've never
I
run
can't
one
tell
of these
you
things
why memory.
because it's an interesting monster.
No, you
Oh,
I
I
may
get
have
it.
given
I get it. I'm slow. I'm slow tonight,
You
but
are definitely slow tonight.
I got
It's
it.
time to call it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. Sorry.
So
Sorry. I
you
shouldn't
have
have
to
stayed
act
up.
surprised. You have to
Yeah.
act surprised.
Yeah. I will. Just like I
I know you
acted
will.
surprised about the +2 longsword. Oh
You
shit,
did.
Andy. That's crazy. You got a +2 longsword. Remember?
I don't even know why I told you that. Fuck, man.
Because we were.
Because I was in the same position you are right now,
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I like, and it wasn't just the coding last night. It was my day at work too. Like I haven't been away from the computer more than 10 minutes in like 24 hours, I swear to God. Sucks too, because now I gotta wait a whole week before I play this one with you guys again. God damn it.
Huh.
It's fine. This is getting really good.
Well, that's plenty of time for you to get sleep and rest.
Yeah.
He won't though.
Sure.
He's
I know.
workaholic.
He just had a Red Bull.
I know, and it's probably.
It's more time to get more Red Bulls,
I
basically.
know. Why the
That
fuck
Red
did I
Bull's gonna
do
kick
that?
in in like an hour.
Why did
I
I
th-
do that?
I
Why did
think
I
we
drink that?
You should have done that like 2 hours.
I know.
I think we got a really really good group here
Oh,
and an
we got.
awesome DM.
Yes.
I love.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fun group.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, here you go, guys. Before we go, look.
Oh, there you
Sexy.
go.
See, that's how you know I'm not on. I'm tired tonight. The images are the first thing that I always go after if I got them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Magic mushrooms.
Hmm.
Huh.
What if we lick them if anything happens?
Ordinarily fungi do not attack. Okay, I'll read all about this thing. That's interesting.
Well, Dwayne would probably know about those though.
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah, can we
Yeah.
meta? We can meta
I
that
know.
Loman is
Yeah.
an actual alter ego of Dwayne. So
Yeah.
he doesn't understand why, but for some reason he's got visions of fungi, and for some reason he thinks he might know something about them, but he can't understand why he might know something about them.
Yeah. He wonders how much he can get for them.
Yeah, It's kind of the fourth wall. We're going Matrix 4, like full
Yeah.
meta.
Uh-huh.
Hell
It's
yeah.
full
We're gonna have
meta.
a guest celebrity
We are. We're gonna.
as a starring as fucking Mushroom One.
Yeah, Mushroom One. Someone want to log in and play the Shrieker for next time so we can do a better job. There we go, dude. Somebody can log in and play the Shrieker. Mike, are you watching the stream? You could be a
Yeah.
Shrieker next time, dude.
Job
Thank
opening for Shrieker.
Shrieker, yeah, and God knows. Well, you guys did kill a malnourished ogre, which
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
for some reason the death marker is, oh my God.
I'm not even gonna tell you what I thought that was.
The
Yeah.
what?
The death marker.
What I thought drained the ogre, and why I
Uh-huh.
thought there was wood spikes all over the walls, and why I collected a wood spike.
Well, let's hear it.
Vampire.
You
Yeah.
thought he was vampire?
I thought we were
Vampire.
rolling up on a vampire cave. Yeah, I got it
That's
way.
fucking
Well, it-
cool as
I was
hell.
way off.
If that's a
No.
TPK at our level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Like
I was
legit.
like,
That's a
how is this
TPK
gonna
at our
work?
level.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
all
bad.
dead.
Like just one vampire would fucking one shot all
There
of
you,
it.
there you go, giving them ideas.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
No, because he
I should
doesn't
go.
believe in breaking the game.
Yeah.
There's definitely some shit wrong with this. Like I'm looking at it and there's like a, oh wow. Yeah, okay.
Don't let it
Yeah.
stress you out so much, Spencer.
Oh no, I'm good. I think, but I wanted like I loved this map. That's why I'm frustrated because
Yeah,
I
I can see
wanted
that.
It's a
I
great map.
wanted I like wanted this to be like fun, but it's technically frustrating when you run mazes, and I
Yeah.
am seriously almost like I'm 100% in agreement. Like, kind of map it out on paper, like theater mind it. Well, it doesn't even need to be paper. Like, I could literally just pull up a blank paper map on
Right.
Fantasy Grounds, and then we can literally, like Scoot's done this, where we literally just draw the
Draw.
lines,
Yep.
like you
Exactly.
guys are mapping. And
Yeah.
then just like if we get into combat, just run it all from the combat tracker.
Well, let's
We
have
could
some
just
fun
Yep.
too.
theater or mine it. Like,
Mapping out a maze.
If I
yeah,
put anybody in a maze that's going to require them to have to find their way through a maze, I
yeah.
will not give them a map. I will
Yep.
have the map and I will have a token on that map, but that map's not going to be shared with the party.
All right, that's a good idea too. Have
Yep.
me with my own map where I have, okay, that
And you're
I'm gonna do
tracking
that.
our movement and describing it to us.
All right, dude, that's exactly
That
what
would
I'm
be
gonna do
good.
next time.
Yep.
And then what I'll do too is because I love mazes, and it's like this is like the fourth time I've played in a maze in Fantasy Grounds where it turned into like a technical clusterfuck. It's like the fourth time it's happened. I remember like the one I was in a game, this one DM, and he ran it and he wanted to blow his brains out by the time we were done with it because people were getting stuck in the wall. Like, so what I think I'll do is I'll get a bunch of cool art. Like, we'll do what you said. I'll have the map for me to where I'm
Yep.
tracking where all you guys are. We'll use the party formation, which we can switch it. We'll switch it as we go through there. Like when you guys are switching it up and moving in different, we'll have the party formation tracker open, and we're moving it around, and then we can draw on there, and then
Yeah.
also give it some life. Like, I'll have a bunch of art and I'll just be sharing the art with you.
Well,
That's
and
what
the
I'll
other
do.
thing is you could also just set up like if you're going to do combat, just make a map just for the combat that you pop us
Yeah,
onto for the
like the
combat.
battle
Like
encounter,
a separate
right?
map. Yeah.
But
Like
just
that.
because we're in a VTT does not mean that we have to have maps and tokens and moving boards and stuff.
No,
We can
you
do
don't.
theater of the
But it
minds.
No,
does make it more immersive.
it does. So like, but
I
like, but
disagree.
I like it.
I kind
I
of
like both.
disagree in the sense that yeah, you get the view of the map, but with good description, it can be as immersive as our imaginations, and
Well, that's
our
the key.
imaginations are much more powerful than a
I got
map.
one for you. I got one I think you guys will both agree. Roger, it's not the map, it's the visual. So, like, when you have the images, when you have
Yes.
a lot of images and good descriptions, that can counterbalance for the lack of a map. I think
That is
you'd agree
Yep.
true.
with that.
Yep.